Can I get your attention, please? Can I get your attention, please? This is the fruit of our hard work. The belief in the entrepreneurial spirit. The real American dream. We would like to present a toast. John?
To my friends, loved ones, new Jones, and most importantly, my brothers, I would like to propose a toast. Raise your glasses. I just have one question. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Rockabye, baby.
Brother from another, 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 brother from
Boogaloo. That's
You
the
got
intro
something
to the
you want-
podcast, y'all. Boogaloo.
I was about to say, you got something you want to get off, Chase?
Leave my mom out of it, Fred.
And your cousin who keep friend requesting you.
Yeah, guys, I have a crackhead cousin that keeps forgetting her password to her Facebook. And she keeps creating new accounts. and keeps trying to be my
She's
friend.
not forgetting them. She's selling them, dog. She's trying to get a
She
fake.
sells her accounts.
Yes.
$5.
Somebody has to have the fake accounts. Not a burner account for
She's
a real
selling
person.
to Takashi.
She's selling it to Takashi.
That's how you get all
Takashi
his
and Kevin,
numbers up.
Takashi and Kevin Durant, dog.
Bunch of crackhead profiles on his commenting. Takashi, the best to ever do it is crackhead. That's a crackhead. Anyway, yo, welcome. Episode 11, Brother from Another. We got TJ, we got Derek, we got the Beijing King, and then we got the bearded. The bearded one.
Bearded.
I was going by Durant.
Durant. Hey, I forgot all about that. And you got Chase Duranter.
No, he's not
Durant.
getting that. Who said that? Who set him up for that?
What?
He did.
He did. That's terrible.
Yeah, he gave his own thing.
Don't be mad because you got to take Beijing King.
I gave myself Beijing.
You still sitting at home determining which laundry detergent to use to get out the clothes.
No, I don't. I already figured that out. I use
You
game.
shout? You shout first?
I don't need shout. Only if I get caught in the rain, I need to use shout. That's if
John was
bleed,
the one. Like, if
bleed.
you ever went out with somebody, he always had a book bag with him. If you got Stanley in your shirt, he pull out a Tide pen and you'll use this show.
You be good.
Got to be fresh out here, kid.
Man,
Chase, you clearly started drinking for us, calling you some Durant. What you drinking on?
I Durant. I'm drinking on today. Look, I promised Sandan that I was going to leave the Bombay alone.
Shout out to Sandan.
Yeah, man, I got some Jack Daniel.
Ooh.
I actually got it's Uncle Nearest. Uncle, what's his name? Because he made it.
You said
It's not Jack Daniels. I call Jack Daniels Uncle Nearest, whatever it is. Jack
Yeah,
Daniels
you said
sold
it.
it.
Like I said, he
No, I had to double
What are you
down.
trying to say?
I had to double down.
Okay, double down then. Fred, what you on?
I got the last little bit of Captain Morgan, and then I went and got Black Bottle Boy. You know.
Oh.
Fix your hat.
Oh, what, dog?
Yeah,
Yo, when
T.I.?
you first off, when you bald, you don't have any rules with your hat anymore.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
facts.
it just does.
John,
anything,
fix your
whatever
face,
you
dog.
want.
What?
You heard what he said. You heard
I
what he
don't know the
said.
ball rules. I'm trying to.
But now
understand.
you know.
I'm trying to make. I'm trying to be inclusive. I'm trying to be an ally.
I agree, Freddie. I agree. Except with the way you wearing your hat.
What you mean? dog? It's no
Every rule has an
rules.
exception.
Chill
Freddie.
out,
Give me the
Chingy.
exception.
Yeah.
But John, you got a hairline, so there's like rules that you have to follow with that hairline that you don't mess it up. When you ain't got no hairline, you just do anything. It ain't even got
every day.
it ain't even got to look right half the time.
Look,
It's
his
just
hat
on
sliding
the,
off his head. Look.
man. It's
This
John
joint
doing the
This joint
moonwalk.
Ray J
doing the
when he was
Watusi,
in Breakfast
dog.
Club.
Doing the
I feel
Watusi.
like
break
a
dancing.
pop Laker.
He said a pop Laker.
Not Laker,
A
Laker.
pop Laker.
He want to be Bron so bad.
Never. Brian want to be me.
Hey, yo, if you don't know you.
He want to have that courage to cut that thing off.
Oh yeah. Cut it off, Brian. And
I ain't,
Caruso. They
I
probably
ain't-
be having
yeah,
conversations
Caruso.
about not cutting their hair.
Yo, dude,
I'm not doing it. If you don't do it.
I'm
He
not
like,
doing
yo,
it.
Rogaine
Caruso
work
get
for
away
you,
with it. I
dog?
know I can.
Clearly, nothing works for none of them.
I need an endorsement.
Yo, I take biotin pills and my hair won't grow, but my fingernails is growing like crazy.
Okay, nails. And what you on?
I'm back on Jim Beam this week. I gotta finish it. So it's the peach. That goes out. I got some wine or some cracking in there. We'll see what happens.
Quick question for the room before John says what his bottle is. How long, after you crack a bottle open, how long do you think that bottle should last?
Well, if we doing a podcast, it's not very long. But if it's
And we're talking fifths, the fifths, not the handles.
right for me, yo, I had a bottle of Tito's that lasts probably like a whole year because I just wasn't in the mood. Yeah, John don't know nothing about
This is
that.
why I asked this question.
He don't know nothing about
Anytime I've seen John open a bottle, that bottle was gone before the day was out. It was no, yo, I'm saving this joint. Like nothing. Like, what about you, Temple?
Lately, I probably say for me max 2 weeks, but with the weeks I got coming up, well, I'm fasting now Monday through Saturday, no drinking at all, and just working out.
No water?
I mean, like no alcohol. So
Yo, he'd be
I gotta be
half,
that person.
he'd be
I gotta
half
be that
dead on
person.
this podcast. No
Yeah.
drink.
Semantic police.
Said it's a Daniel fast.
so we're just giving it up for until I go to DC next month, and then CJ join. So I'm just trying to lose a little bit of weight, and alcohol is what helps me, what keeps me getting the most weight. I've learned that about myself.
Solid. What about you, John? Along with what you drinking?
It depends on what I am drinking, determines if it's going to be a finish. And last podcast, I carried over the bottle from the podcast before, but usually 3 days. Unless it's good tequila, or like my favorite tequila, then I'm just knocking it out prior that night.
What's your favorite tequila now? Yeah.
Oh, Terramana is my favorite tequila right now.
Hey.
Yeah, that
He
Terramana.
just told me he gonna drink my bottle and say, "Yo, son, I'm gonna give you another one."
Yeah, dog. Terramana is it for me.
You got
dog.
the
Hurts my heart.
what was that? The Blanco?
I got the Blanco and the Resposado.
Is
That's
Resposado?
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
They got
they got
Resposado.
two separate joints.
And they gonna have no carbs or sugar in it either.
Nope, it's the best, dog.
It's gluten free. So Tim,
Don't worry.
Be a fast.
I'll
you
add-
could do that.
I'll
did
add
have
sugar.
I'll
I
add
did have a
sugar.
question. I got a question for Tim. When you do the Monday through Saturday, is that including wine too?
Yeah, so it's everything. So, and the only thing I can drink on Sundays is either champagne or wine. So, like the next couple of podcasts, it'll be just mimosas out, because I mean it's not as heavy. It's like hard.
Oh.
Heavier than what are you talking about? It's heavier than
A
shots.
mimosa put me down.
Red wine.
No,
Yo,
I'm talking about
he
tequila.
just said you got. He just said you could have
mimosas,
you could have the Terramana. It's good for you.
Yeah, I'm about to say no sugar, no carbs.
That's
no
wine.
Tequila don't.
He said it's wine.
Tequila don't work for me, bro.
Gotcha.
It works for everyone. You don't work for it.
Okay,
You the
that's fine.
exclusion.
That's fine.
That's fine. You're right. You got it.
Either way.
Man, I had bottles in my crib last months.
Yeah,
Like it's, I don't drink really, except if I'm with John, because John makes me drink.
I got bottles. I got a bottle there.
Let me lie, man. Let me lie.
I got,
Goodness. But no, I don't drink a lot. But when I do drink, like it's not a time where I drink to just, ooh, I like the taste of this. I really be drinking to be like, no, I need to feel it.
I can feel it in the air.
I need the consequence.
Yeah, yo, facts. I need the consequence and repercussions that come with it. The headache after, if it applies.
Wow.
Be shooting for the headache. Like, God dang it, I ain't get one. God, I gotta try it again.
Tragic, dog. You gotta let that go. You gotta let that hurt go. You
Yeah.
shoot for the headache.
Yeah.
I ain't have a headache since college, yo.
You gotta tighten up.
I mean, that's kudos to you. I
Yeah.
can't say that. I ain't had a
Yeah, I ain't have the headaches since college.
I had a headache
Like
this morning.
drinking or just regular, just no headaches. It's crazy.
I finished my Bombay yesterday.
Good job. No Bombay on podcast. We're gonna have to start a petition.
We about to see how different he
I
acts.
see. I'm about to
act,
curse.
yo.
I'm about to curse. I ain't
We
gonna
about to
say
see
it.
how different he act. Are we
Right.
still gonna get
No,
the
I
same
already
type
had.
of
Look,
rant?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if I was drinking Bombay this podcast, I wasn't gonna be reckless. I had a lot to get off my chest, man. It wasn't just the Bombay. I had to take some ownership in what I was doing too. At the end of the day, if it was Jack Daniels, I was still.
I'm a slut. You be lit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the responsibility is you drinking a Bombay. That's it.
Right.
Well,
So speaking to John's point about getting this petition so we don't see Bombay again, should college teams play sports this year? And if they don't, they're losing $4 billion in college football alone, and March Madness $375 million. If they don't,
the petition could kiss my foot.
now say how you really feel. Say how you really feel.
So you think they should? So if you was on a team, Chase, you playing or not?
Yeah, man, it's my livelihood we talking about. I'm playing, or at least trying to. I'm gonna vote to play.
You gonna vote to play?
See if my vote count.
Vote to the ACC.
I'm
Go
a
to
exercise.
the
I'm a respect. Look, never mind.
pool.
I'm gonna exercise my right to vote.
There you go.
There you go.
I couldn't get it out. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Fred?
I need Bombay.
I
I
wouldn't.
need to take a shot.
You wouldn't?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't vote to play. Well, that'd be my vote not to play.
If you're a 5-star recruit, senior year, and you coming off averaging
So
30
you 3-star.
Oh no, 2-star recruit. You just came off averaging 30 and 15 and won the conference, and y'all had an NCAA appearance.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got all the records in the school.
The records ain't going nowhere if I sit out for 1 year.
It's your senior year.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm a firm believer of just like if it's something that's in the way of like kind of starting, if it's something that's like kind of hindering, that's out of my control, I'ma just kind of let it be what it is. And then just kind of started whenever it starts back up, start it over. Now if you talking senior year, then I'll probably I will be setting myself up to whether it's enter the draft or because I'm still enter the draft, and if somebody take that chance, then they take that chance. But if they don't, then I gotta play the whatever cards left, whether it's getting invited to the summer league or and going undrafted or going overseas. The grind don't stop regardless. In my eyes, if I was of that time, of this time.
Can I clarify something? So you're saying if there's not a season, that's not okay. But I'm want to know, if there is a season, are you playing or are you sitting out?
In this situation with COVID, I probably sit out.
Yeah, senior year, you sitting out.
Same here, sitting out.
Whew.
But see, what I could say to that though, like that might not be a bad thing because a lot of colleges are allowing people to make that choice and then deferring them for a year. It's like you can still come back.
Yeah, that's an option.
The following year.
Yeah, then that's until they still got that 5-star recruit that's over there that said, "Yo, I'm only coming because I thought he was graduating. Now I'm about to go to the pool and go somewhere else."
I mean,
it is. My thing is in that situation. I mean, somebody's gonna have that sit down with you, like, hey, or at least you would respect it if they did. But it'll be like, hey, like if you want him, then you want him. I'll just go to a different school. It is what it is. Like I believe in myself that much that I can go to a school that doesn't really get the clout and give them some clout. I still win in that situation.
Ex Brandon Jennings, how that worked out for him?
He got drafted. What you mean?
Yeah, where he at now?
Yeah, that's longevity. He couldn't stay in the league. That's the league. We talking about college. That's a whole different ballgame.
Where do you think they come from? They on his father, Scott. They come from college.
What?
Yeah, but I mean, he got there. That was the
Yeah,
goal.
he got there. That was the goal. Now it's a different thing. If you can't sustain yourself in the league because you don't want to go right. You just want to go left. That's a different ball game.
What was Brandon Jennings like ranking when he was coming out of high school?
2.
2, right?
Yeah, he was behind Derrick Rose, I believe.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
then
It was something like that.
instead of going to college, he went overseas, right?
He went
Which
overseas
was-
because he
which
wanted
was
to
a
check.
big move at that time.
Yeah.
But then that hurt his draft stock.
Yep.
It
But
hurt his son.
it
Yeah.
like
But
he
it-
was
I mean,
still
he could've-
thought of high enough to be drafted in a lottery. All I'm saying is when it comes to those type of peoples, I really don't think it matters as much.
As
But
much.
when you a 2, 3-star,
Dame Lillard.
you got to prove that you're about this action. You got a lot more to prove. Then I think it changes. Like I see Freddie Point like that's what he would do, because he feel like he put the onus on himself and he gonna get there regardless. But for people that don't have that vision, or maybe they can't see it that way, maybe if they gotta stay in their hood one more year, something could happen.
Yeah, I can
I could
understand
see, and I could see why they would be like, "No, I'm trying to hoop. I'm trying to hoop. I gotta put my family on my back. I gotta do this. I gotta do that."
Or outside of hooping, like we said, football costs $4 billion. What think about that roster? Or think about the people that just need. Because I think, if I'm not stating, I think like I forgot what school it is, but they took their scholarships back. They said since we're not playing football, y'all ain't got no scholarship. We got to find a way to pay. Like, what about that aspect of it? Like y'all here on a contract.
Well, that
Is that a-
university
is that a
needs to be
D1
shut
school?
down.
Was that a D1 school that did it?
Yeah, hold on, I'll find it for you. It's a D1
They
school.
need to be.
Which is weird. It may be based on conference.
disaccredited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it might be based on conference too, though, because a lot of schools weren't taking people scholarship because it's not their fault. Like, and the money's there. Don't let these colleges fool you. The money there.
Not the
Yeah,
same
but-
amount though.
I mean, yeah,
The
he's about
money's there.
D1 because right now,
Think of-
honestly, the bulk of that money is D1 that's making that. D3
Think
don't
about-
make money.
Yeah.
But even outside of just the colleges, think about the towns that thrive off of college football. Like, think about the businesses that the bars around there get when college football popular. I used to work for Carolina Ale House, and during football season, my pockets was laced. Like, it was like, because that was huge for that restaurant. But when football season, college football season, and football season was over, I went in there. Sometimes a shift I used to make $20. It had 2 tables the whole time, my whole 6-hour shift. So it's like, if you completely take that away, then that restaurant stays that way. That restaurant could close. Like, and if they
I can see
thrive
it.
off that hurts them. It's bigger than just.
I see it. I can see it from where you coming from. I also see it like, because I see the flip side of that. Because what's kind of happening, or at least what I'm hearing is happening, and like Howard is like they start to get a lot of this money, and they start to get a lot of notoriety. Well, Howard is Howard. It was getting notoriety anyway, but it was like gentrification starts happening a lot sooner too, because of all that money coming around there.
Oh,
So now
if they want to gentrify, they ain't got to do that with college sports. They'll gentrify.
But it does
I think
help.
it's kind of separate. Oh yeah, definitely.
It does help. So I don't know. Like for me, and maybe it's because of where, I rest my head, because I can understand the whole, like if you like sleep in the heart of North Philly, like, and on your block, like everybody on your block done got shot like twice already. Like it's
I
like
eat
a ticking
those.
time. It's like a ticking time bomb on your block. I can understand that. And then you don't have nowhere else to go. So I can see that, because I think I forgot which college player just got shot. I think he played for Ohio State, but I think he just got shot. Not saying that I don't even think Ohio State would have started playing ball yet, but yeah, he got shot, and he was in critical, something like that. So they kind of like, is he gonna be able to come back in enough time or whatever? So it's a rough road. It's definitely a rough road. But then those things you can't necessarily say just because I sleep my head. I put my head in a nicer part of town, that I don't drive by the worst part of town and I get hit with a straight bullet. Like, you just, those, there's freak accidents, and then there's
Exactly.
because I stay where I stay.
Right.
It's a lot of money. A lot of things can happen.
Funny, we talk about the money aspect of it because like UNC, they've been sending students home because the football players are on campus, and then like I think 12 of them tested positive for COVID, and basically what they're saying is like, yo, we can't stop them from being teenagers. Like these are still kids.
They're social beings.
So it's funny that we keep putting money aspect into it, but nobody's talking about like
the health
and the wealth. Like we talking about the wealth, but not the health part.
What's that?
Well, that's my issue. Like how is there a cost? Like, is there a number you can put on somebody's health?
No.
And like the risk of like that spreading or the damage it can do to a person. My thing is like, take into consideration, go back to Freddie, since John gave the example. I've got the numbers, you said 30 and 15 or something like that. It's his stats. And then Freddie goes down because of the sickness. And we think, oh, he's young and healthy, not to realize he has a huge respiratory issue. And it takes him out because the school brought him back to practice. He got it from a player who was being reckless. Is it Fred's fault or is it the player's fault? But then, like, who's responsible for like Fred's medical bills? The school is responsible for that because they brought him back. You know, and I've seen that happen where I work, which I won't say on here, but it's a D1 institution in the ACC. And all our football players, none of them can like.
I'm gonna Google you real quick, dog. They gonna put their first and last name in the ACC, dog.
My school shit. We've been in the news, I think, 3 times now.
That's a quarter.
You're right. It is a quarter. We've been in the news like 3 times, I think, for this. And it's not even our athletes. It's just students who are just like, I'm happy to be out my mom and dad's house. I'm gonna go to the quad and just stand there without a mask with my friends, and then that turns into 10, turns into 20, turns into 200, 300, and then you're just like, you know, I get.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
No, I get that like you want that social interaction because a lot of us are missing it, but like you gotta take a piece of like selflessness and just realize, look, for a short period of time, everybody just do what needs to be done, and this could get under control a lot faster. Hopefully, praying that a vaccine comes into play and or a cure. But telling an 18-year-old that who doesn't believe it, it's hard.
So you think so if I'm just adding, so if you had to pick one, the responsibility on the players, the teams, or the league?
I think everybody got a part in the responsibility.
You had to pick one is the question, though.
The league.
If I had to pick one,
pick yourself.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's your choice to play or not. They giving you that. They giving you that choice. Do you want to play or not? And at the end of the day, that's you put yourself in that harm's way if you choose to play. You understand, or at least you thought about the risk enough to say, is this risky for me or is it not?
I put it on the league.
Put it on the league? Yeah. Why you put it on the league?
To me, it's just more so like if I don't give the option, maybe it gives that person a second, like it forces them to do a second thought for themselves. I'm like, all right, well, I realize I can't play because the league is saying I can't play. Let me really think why. Like, let me really consider it. And like, all right, if I want to play for next year, let me do what needs to be done in order to be able to play for next year.
You got some, Chase?
I don't know, man. The time aspect is huge to me. Like, I feel what Tim's saying, because if the university just say, no, we're not doing it or whatever, we're not doing it, then that take your decision-making away. You don't have a decision to make. The decision is made for you. But because when you get into letting students choose, then it's going to be a slippery slope. Because some going to be like, nah, and then some will be like, nah, I got to. I can't give up a year. I can't get that year back. So it's like the responsibility overall, like, I don't know, man. It's both.
Can I change my answer? How about I put it on the NCAA?
Put it on the NCAA.
Because at the end of the day, they could have shut this. They could have shut this joint down a long time ago.
Like, what about the people that work for them, dog? They just had to furlough like 300,000 people.
They got to be like Mark Cuban.
They had to furlough them, and they still trying to play these games. Like
they trying to make sure they get some money.
Let me take that back. They ain't have to. They got some people that's making some buku amount of dollars that they can help out their people if they wanted to. Just
Mark
choose
Cuban.
not to. They just choose not to. So if that's the case, then and what's on the table as far as go ahead.
That's tough though. Billionaires, they get to being a billionaire, high millionaire off the fact of not giving anything away, being frugal.
I understand that, but then you got like if you like I lived in Austin, and in Austin it's outside.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
He lived inside a person. He lived inside a person.
Was, huh?
Freaked out, boy.
Yo, that's how you took it, John.
Yes,
You saw how Fred answered it. You saw what you did, and I'm the freaked out one. Goodness, it's like no.
But in Austin, they got an outside mall called the Domain. It's like one of the rich malls in Austin, and having the Apple Store in there. Yeah, you can say that. They're kind of more in. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, so the Apple Store is where I used to work at in Austin, in that Domain shopping center. I never realized how many millionaires come into Apple stores in general.
With bootcut jeans.
They be looking like regular people. Like, so I met the owner of Rainbow vacuum cleaners. Like I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was like the water based vacuum cleaner, and you put some droplets in there, and then water, and then
really Philly
water. And like I was sitting there, and like we had this crazy conversation as I'm trying to fix his device, and he was like, a lot of people that have money like me, they want to now. You can believe it if you want, but it's like we want to give money, but we just don't trust. We don't trust who to give it to. We don't trust who to help because everyone has an angle. And he was like, even me coming up, I had an angle. Now I wanted to help people, but most people would have looked at my situation and said, nah, you're not really trying to help. You want your own thing. But he was like, my vacuum cleaners actually helps homes. Like, it filters out things. It does this. And I learned a lot about Rainbow vacuum cleaners at that time. But it was just like, it was.
I'm about to say, you got one now, don't you?
Nah, boy. Them Jones,
broke.
Like,
you bought one.
It's like a couple. No, my parents had one. But them Jones, I think right now they go for like $2-3 grand for a vacuum cleaner.
I'll just get a Roomba.
I'll just get a broom and
a butler.
Brush real hard.
But it's just one of those
maid.
Like, just like how y'all, like, you have Rolls Royce cars, and then you got these other cars that do the same thing. It's just a Rolls Royce. It's just a whole lot nicer on the inside, but it's still a car that gets you to A and B.
It's got a jet engine. We're not gonna say it's regular.
Tell the dude from Rainbow to give his money
to me
and have good intentions.
If
he wants to do that. You can't start worrying about what other people gonna do with it, because then you give it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, because then
I did bring it up. I was like, well, you got people that like, yes, they give tithes in church because it's obedience, but it's people that give offerings, and they give offerings with the like I gave offering. Like, I'm not really expecting. You expect because God says so, but it's like, if the church does wrong with this money, I'm not going to stop giving because the church did wrong. And I kind of brought that on him. Yeah, it's not right. So I brought that on him, and he was like, "You make a good point there." I was like, "I'm just hoping that I can, possibly just make you think a little bit different." And then I threw in there, because it's me. I had to throw in there like you could also pay off my college.
That's definitely going to something. And you can buy some MacBooks off me, and if you feel real generous, you could listen to Brother from Another podcast that I'm gonna have in a few years.
That's what you want to do. Sponsor episode.
Yeah, you want to spot. Look, matter of fact, we talking about Rainbow right now. Give money.
Give money.
Well, speaking of, so since you said you met the owner of them, so speaking of owners, so with the recent boycott of the NBA game, of the NBA game,
you get on me for specific, but you can't say boycott
because you can't say specific.
You say boing. Boing cotton.
Let's
take a
take
shot
it
first.
Oh yeah, we
You
take
right,
a
Freddie?
shot to it. I mean, this is actually something to take a shot to the boycott of the games.
The
Yeah.
Social
boycott.
justice.
The boycott.
Shaboing.
Because that's what I was trying to lead to. What your
Jack
whole
Daniels
statement
tastes way better than Bombay.
is supposed to. Bombay is
Supposed to.
sin.
It's
Gin make you sin.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Then make you
Relax,
sick.
Tim.
You can
Relax.
Okay, I'm grown.
Yeah,
Grown people can relax too.
I don't want to relax right now. Okay,
Then say
I'm
that.
turned on this Sunday.
You turned up.
Okay? I'm turned up. Okay, I'm with the.
I'm sick
with
of
the
Fred
guys.
hat. It looked like Eford Payton's hair.
I don't. Are you Efer?
Elfrid.
I'm thinking.
First of all,
I'm
who
thinking
named
of-
him that?
His
I'm
parents.
talking about the dude with the hair that was in his face. He had to cut it off. It was flapping like this.
You're talking about the basketball player.
Yeah, Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, you said
No
Ethan.
idea.
You called
Yeah.
him like 3 different names.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, who cares?
Speaking of NBA, yeah, I was happy to see the guys do it. I really hope they hold the owners accountable for the agreements that they came to. Only time will tell.
Yeah,
love Mark
That's one
Cuban.
of those. Go ahead.
That's it. That's all you had to say.
That's it. That's all you had to say.
Just out of all the owners, I love Mark Cuban.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He seemed like one of the ones that finally get it, even though he said that in the beginning he didn't get it, but now he gets it. That he gonna support.
I mean, also like he's actively working towards trying to understand. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like it's different when you say I don't get it and you kind of just stay stagnant versus like I don't get it and then some time later it's like okay, now I realize. Boom, 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 boom.
Right, because it's crazy when COVID first hit Tim, like when they first canceled the game, I think it was a Jazz game or something like that. They interviewed Mark Cuban, and the first thing Mark Cuban was talking about, yeah, man, I got to figure out how to pay my employees. I have to pay them because they're not going to be working. They depend on this job. And I was, I don't remember ever hearing an owner, a business owner of any sort, speak that way immediately though. Like usually it'll be like, all right, further down the line, oh yeah, I got to pay my employees. Like that was like the first thing. Like,
Yeah, this is real.
that's
Probably
crazy.
till he understands like without them, I have no business. I have nothing to
Right.
own.
Right.
And so like that's the bigger piece. And I think I was listening to what we're gonna get into. I hate to jump the gun. I'm just gonna so I was listening to Big Sean's album. We'll go to that later. But he drops a bar in there talking about owners have these billion-dollar businesses and only pay their players, 10 million because they know the worth of their players is probably $1 billion. And my thing's like when you have somebody like a LeBron or a Chris Paul or whomever who's worth that much, you have to go to the plate because the moment they stop playing, you start losing money immediately.
Yeah.
That boycott ain't last long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I think it was double fold on that. Like the NBA definitely didn't want to lose their product, which is
Yeah.
the players.
Mhm.
But I also think the Milwaukee Bucks, when they took that stand, they didn't realize their impact. They didn't see the impact being so big. They may have thought like, okay, yeah, our game won't get played, but everybody else may play their games. They may not, but they may. And then you got the ripple effect of WNBA not playing. Then
Lit.
the baseball league not playing.
WNBA always
hockey.
hold it. I don't know. And then
You
hockey.
got-
That was the biggest one.
But see, hockey took like
took a
even though
minute
you
for the
give
hockey,
them you give them their props, but it was like even hockey players had to say like, "Yo, I'm disappointed. Like
black
y'all need
hockey
to step up. Yeah, like y'all need to step up, and that's trash." And you know how social media go with that. That got all the numbers got up on that post, and it was like, okay, we got to do something. So
because you need unfortunately like NFL, NBA are like premier black sports. Let's just call it what it is. And we run it up in those sports.
Yes, we do.
Versus like MLB, where I don't know if y'all saw when they first started playing back. I think it was like the Stingrays had like half their roster in the first week of camp back tested positive, and they were like, "Well, half the roster's under 20, and they just got this big check for the first time They just want to go blow it. I'm like, yeah, if I'm 19, I just signed for $30 million guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, baseball contract is
Bobby
all.
Brown.
You ain't
God,
paid
Baseball
God,
contract
billing
is
your
knew-
life.
all
You come straight
guaranteed.
from high school, dog.
High
God
school.
knew-
High
God
school.
knew not to do that to me. I be cocaine,
You know what I'm saying?
Bobby Brown
And
jaw.
That's the thing. Like, you have sports like
Kilos
that.
king.
Boy, I
That-
be David Ruffin.
I'm telling you. So
Ain't nobody
I'm
come
saying
see
it.
you, Otis.
Give me money at older. Now I understand, but at 18,
yeah,
you
but
me,
at
dog, I
18,
was walking
30,
outside with
and
no
it's
shirt on for no
guaranteed.
reason.
For
you
no
cannot play a
reason.
game and you still get that money.
Crazy.
So it's different when those premier white sports. Jump on the
You had to put the
bandwagon.
quotation. They know what they know what they are. They
Yeah,
know
those
their
premier white
demographic.
sports, like they bring it in. But I think the other part to it is too because, and I'll say this, fortunately, black sports we control a lot of the outside like monetary stuff. So like Nike realized we got a lot of players.
Yeah,
Our
That's
top
us.
player plays basketball.
like that's us.
He's a lifetime contract with Nike. The moment he stops playing, we might not get okay.
If
We
you
still
if you
got
sit
Tiger.
there- if you sit there and say,
All right.
"All right, all
got Serena.
all black athletes stop, stop
okay.
wearing certain
They
certain
dumb.
brands, the Nikes, the Adidas, all of them, like they all go, they stop, they have to try to, recant some things at that point.
Yeah.
And I just look at it like the way it happened was like it was like almost like it definitely like a sign for a change. Like it happened after the Jacob Black shooting.
Blake.
Jacob Blake shooting. It happened on the first day Kaepernick started to kneel, and then 2 days later we have the anniversary of Emmett Till, the anniversary of Martin Luther King's death. I mean, Martin Luther King's march, and then that's also the day of the march on Washington. Like the way that that whole week went, it was like, yo,
Yeah.
if
And I
you're not
realized the
What's
March
the
on
March on
Washington
Washington?
joint.
huh?
What's the march on Washington?
The march on Washington one that Martin Luther King did to get I Have a Dream speech.
But that's also the same day that Jackie Robinson signed with the Dodgers.
Yep, that's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like
So
every 20
everything full
Yeah.
circle.
Full circle. Yeah.
It's because he did it because Martin Luther King did it because it was the anniversary of Emmett Till's death.
Yeah,
Because he
right.
went down there
Mhm.
and his mom was like, "No, let him take photos," and that's what started it.
Mhm.
Because she could have had a closed casket. She said, "No, they need to see what they did to my son."
Yeah.
Mm.
Big time.
Shout out to everybody who went to Washington, man, and was able to be a
Rest
part
in
of the
peace.
experience.
Rest in peace to Jackie Robinson.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace,
And
Emmett
rest in peace.
Till.
Emmett Till.
Emmett
Emmett
Till.
Till. Rest in peace to
Get
Martin
well.
Luther King. Rest in peace
Get
to
well, Mr. Blake.
Chadwick Boseman.
Oh man,
Because saying
Yeah, that
Jackie
was
Robinson made me think of Chadwick, man. And
he did a great job.
He did.
Phenomenal.
What is he? Jackie Robinson, Thurgood
James
James
Martin,
Brown, even though I ain't like
Marshall.
James Brown movie.
James Brown,
I
and
didn't
Black
like that
Panther.
movie.
Like, what else you up for?
Did y'all see 21 Bridges? Not to change subject about March on Washington. 'Cause
I didn't, but I'm going to.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's
really
a good movie.
Yeah, the storyline's really
I'm gonna
good.
watch it.
It's really bad.
It's just
So,
so
back to
sad.
March
It's
on
so
Washington.
sad.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, like I said, but even when you think about that, it was like what, a week apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think about the
Yeah.
march, then you think about he has this powerful stance. Like these are movies now that people see a week afterwards. It's like, oh, this is what they meant by their stance. This is what they meant. You go back and watch this movie. You watch Jackie Robinson. You watch Thurgood Marshall. Like you see what they stood for. You see how they had to grow up. It's like, yo, this is still happening. How many years ago was this?
I think it's a testament to like Black people and their strength, which is what I appreciated. Because like we didn't know what he was going through personally, and like if you look at
Right.
the timeline of when he was diagnosed and what he did that stretch, and then you think about like the march and all those other people, there's people in history we don't know what they were going through outside of their stance on civil rights, and still carried on these huge like legacies, and so you think about that and the power of influence that reached, how it spread. I mean, that march it means a lot. It's more than a symbol for us. Like that's what we do every day. We march every day to these jobs, to do things, to get underpaid and knowingly underpaid and still show up. Right. I think, and not to like bring this in, because I know as soon as I say this, y'all gonna just go crazy. But I had a chance to speak with Spike Lee and just his take on like his movie.
I'm hating.
Humble brag.
Hey. When's his birthday?
The same day as yours.
Whatever that is.
We can't say it
You
'cause
know-
you gotta earn it.
Gotta do your Googles. You gotta do your
But-
Googles.
You gotta do
Yo,
your Googles.
Google Spike Lee as a way of Googling me. Not a
Maybe talk about like his movies and like what he was able to. I think that one he talked about a lot was like, let's do the right thing. And Brady Raheem is very in comparison to like an Eric Gardner, and now Freddie Gray, and just like how
Boycott Styles, dog. Boycott Styles.
yeah, boycott Styles. And so as much as you want to celebrate that moment, it's like, dang, like this amount of time later and we still not done. Like we are just now starting to get like that first under the, like if you ever seen an iceberg, we're just now getting to the water of the iceberg. We ain't under the water yet, but we just now getting to the water. And it's like, God, that's where the work really starts. Right.
Titanic.
So that's my stance on it, man.
1989.
You said what?
And I said 1989.
Not you trying to shout out your birthday again. Let it go.
Or the year. Do the right thing. I mean, never mind. Just go ahead. Do your thing.
So with that being said, do you so at this point, since you think we still fighting right now, what is the most important goal in your life, and will your life change in some way if you reach that goal? Yo, fix your face, dog. We can see you.
What?
Are you? Is your thinking face?
That's my thinking.
Yeah,
That's what's crazy. That was my
say.
And I caught myself,
his
on
right eye
screen
is
like,
closed.
when
and
you
then
said
his
it, listen, when you said it, right? I'm like, what face am I making? I look at myself, I'm like, oh. Why is that my thinking face?
You want to take a shot to your think? You want to take a shot first while I gotta think about this right here?
I'm poured up right now. Let's do it. Hey, we get this second half.
Good
Gonna be lit.
Good job.
He
said it wasn't ready to go.
Wasn't even ready.
Cause look. All right, so because I was gonna let it ride, but since y'all brought it back, I am in a confuddle right now because I am on alcohol.
Wait,
Because I'm trying to stop
Google.
Spell it.
Google.
Wait,
So
spell it. Confuddled.
I'm on benchmark.
Don't go over spelling it. Spell it.
On ginger beer, and I'm on a combination of Jameson, Jack Daniels, and
That's low on alcohol, John.
I've said I'm
Merge
trying
of
to
the
stop, so I haven't
words.
bought anything. So this is all I got left in my house. And shout out to Tevin
Confused
Jones
and
as
befuddled.
well. He provided some of this. So
Confuddled.
Spell
I will
confuddled.
fix it. Yo, you spell that's my biggest important goal right now, to spell confuddle for y'all. That's I answered my question for the shot.
Take a shot
Spell
to
it
it.
confuddle. Spell it confuddle. Salud.
Confuddled.
Salud. All right, Fred, I think you had started talking, Fred, and we started confuddle, which you haven't heard the spelling of.
Yeah.
No, I never heard that word. That's like listenership.
This,
I heard the word.
I was about to say, Chase, this on the level of listenership, right? So, like, you can't just say confuddle and just think you're going to just breeze over it like that. I'm about to get a definition. Hold up.
Yo, answer the question.
It's
Don't
a
let me do
merge
what
of
I do.
words. It's
All right.
it's befuddled and confused. It's a
So
merge of
it's
words. I'm not like, it's like a, what's the word? A compound word.
Some and things. Something.
Something.
For me, my most important goal, gosh, I had to think about this for a while. I would
Question
say
yesterday.
it's to chill out, dog. It wasn't.
Hey,
we
don't tell me
recycle.
chill, dog. Don't tell me chill.
Yo, we recycle, dog. Chill out.
Yo, he hurt. What's
Yeah.
wrong with Freddie? My
Something
thinking
was in my
face
eye,
trash,
dog.
but now I had to think about this. Sometime face is even worse.
Dog, I had something in my eye.
All right, Alfred, go ahead.
Yo, don't call me ball, dog. I ain't no ball like that.
Don't tell him your name, Alfred.
I would say most important goal is
Somebody's
to
on Lethal Weapon, huh?
see what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What are you talking about, dog?
I said a line from Lethal Weapon and nobody realized it was from. Never mind. Go ahead.
Because we trying to answer the question.
Not
Who is
we, just
we?
you.
It's you. Oh, John.
Not we, just you.
Y'all listening? I'm trying to answer. Leave me alone.
Go ahead, be a
Let me chase.
pioneer. Go ahead, do it
He's gonna
first.
be chased for today.
What? What you say, John? Dog?
See, look.
You about to look. Yo, he's on. Yo, anybody else? Yo, can anybody else have an answer?
Yo,
Let him
Fred
get
turned, yo.
Nah, I'm back to not feeling my
Yo,
teeth.
fix
so.
your hat, yo. I'm sick of his hat.
Yo, dog, what are you doing?
I'm back to not
Panties,
feeling my
don't you?
teeth, dog.
Like,
Like, Craig,
Go ahead, yo. Go ahead, yo. My bad, yo. My bad. I done started something. My bad. Go ahead.
Most important goal, I would say, to see myself through the lens that God sees me, because then I felt like I would be
Oh, you want to be holy?
unstoppable at that point. Yeah. See myself through that lens. So I feel like he gave us power, and we don't even tap into it majority of the time. We usually start to try to tap into it when we tried our way first, and it didn't work, and it probably dug us way, way, way deeper. But to see myself through his lens and know what to do before that even starts, I think that becomes real powerful, and I think it's the most important for me. I don't know who next, but
I thought it was Chase because he had a strong thinking face. He gotta get his face back.
I never lost my face. If I had a strong thinking face,
You
why would I have to get my face back?
you been watching the game on Netflix though? You had the face when she got a bow tie. She was in it like this,
Is that your phone ringing?
just like that. That's what you was looking
Fred,
like.
you okay,
Hey, yo.
bro?
they
Fred
always
choked.
do that, dog. They always do that. But I'm good.
Are we talking
I'm good.
most important goal, right? In life right now, is it my overall goal or my most immediate?
That's for you to decide if your short-term goals are bigger than your long-term goals.
Well, I got to achieve my short-term goals to get to my overall long-term goal. But like I already said to y'all, how losing weight was my most immediate goal. However, I think my most important goal is to be able to support my family and lead my family, but do it in a way that suits me. Because like where I work at right now, Amazon, I don't want to work there long-term. That's just the fact of the matter. Like, I want to be an actor. I want to be in entertainment, and I want to be able to support my family and myself doing that. That's most importantly where I'm at in life right now. Most importantly, that every decision I'm making is to get me to that place, to where I don't have to have a full-time job or a side hustle to do this. If I have a side hustle, it's going to be a side hustle that I love, that I'm passionate about.
Yo, you gonna make us your side hustle, though? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I'm not John.
Oh, all right.
Is it between passion and enjoyment?
Huh?
Is the difference between passion and enjoyment?
Passion and enjoyment?
Yeah.
Not for me.
Okay.
Because I'm enjoy being a part of anything I'm passionate about. So they go hand in hand for me.
But can you be passionate about something you enjoy?
Mm-hmm. Overall, I have to enjoy it. Sure, it's going to be times where I'm like, oh, I'm tired of this, or I'm tired, period. So, I mean, I'm not going to always enjoy it, but I enjoy it more than other things, or I can tolerate it. Because if I'm acting, there are times where, no, what you doing?
I didn't say anything yet.
What you want to say?
Right,
We can start it now. We can start it right now, John.
About to say it because clearly you are the beatbox king. You will take a word and add a word. You will mix a sentence up, dog. You really.
Oh, you
dog.
saying I would take your question to add context?
Not context. You just added. You
Context for me. I answered your question and then I add context.
No, it's no context. When you say things like, "Oh, I'm tired, I enjoyment," and then I tolerate and enjoyment is two different things. I tolerate a lot of things I don't enjoy. I tolerate.
Yeah, I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I
don't enjoy them at all.
What I'm saying, where I'm coming from when I say that type of stuff is, I had the habit, not now, but in my life, I've had the habit of when I get tired of a job, I quit it. I can be tired of something now. Like as far as acting, I can have a moment when I'm tired of it, but I never stop enjoying it.
'Cause that's your passion, though. That's what
I'm saying. That's why I go hand
We
in
back
hand.
at square
though.
one, though. Okay. To you.
It go hand in hand to me. That's what I said. To me, that's how I opened this. Said to me, it go hand in hand.
You're a rooster. That's why.
I wake you up in the morning.
You just play the fence. You never on one side or the other. You always on
Oh
the
no,
fence.
that's B crap. That's bull. Ooh, I want to curse. That's bull. Don't put the evil on me. I'm never on the fence.
Oh, evil.
Yeah.
That's
Good
I'm never on the
catch,
fence.
yo. You getting better, dog. You
Look,
getting better,
no. Don't even do that because I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight now. Put your hands up.
I do.
Either, like, man, put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Put my hands up.
To-
I got you.
Fight you with one hand behind my back. Put them up.
to answer the
Got
to
my hands
answer the extra question that John had is, would you say passion or enjoyment? Can
Can you be
you have
passionate
passion?
about something you
without-
enjoy? You have enjoyment. When
It's passion and enjoyment, the same thing.
No,
Okay. Thank you for the answer,
because
Fred.
I did say that. They're
no,
not. They're clearly not the same. They're clearly
no,
not
they're
the same
not.
thing.
But you can be passionate about something you don't enjoy.
Salud.
I said for me,
I said salud. I said salud.
and I'm saying what Fred is saying. That's why I said for me, they go
Yeah,
hand in hand.
for him, that's
because
a-
I
they
can't
go
be
hand.
passionate about something I don't enjoy. Period.
And what about you? What is your most important goal in life right now? And
Fred didn't answer that. I feel.
I say
he
he-
did. He started first.
Yeah.
My bad,
Yeah,
Fred.
he went first. He
What's
was the
going on?
pioneer.
I'm an only sober one on this podcast.
So for me, it's a quote.
John, what are you
that
talking? Hold up,
actually
Tim.
one of my coworkers.
Tim, you sober?
I mean, I got like a small buzz. It's nothing crazy. I could do better. You take a shot. I take a shot. I feel like you.
Oh, you gonna cut him off the next? You gonna take a shot? Yeah, then Fred does that.
I'm gonna just take a shot. I
I
feel
thought it was.
like
I thought it was the perfect
Yo!
time. yo.
I only asked
Let me get mine in. Fuck it. Let me get mine
He said,
in.
"I'm gonna take a shot." I was like, "Oh, shut
Here you go,
up."
Chase. This-
Oh wait.
this
No.
for you.
I'm gonna take one with you. I only asked because John said he was the only sober one on this podcast.
Well, John, that's John's problem. You gotta catch up.
I just wanted
He needs
to
to do
make sure
better.
I could see why John think me and Fred not, because I know I'm not sober. So I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't lying or just speaking ridiculously like he always does.
Oh, well, here you go. This to you, my guy.
Don't take no shot to me.
Salud.
This to John.
This guy Fred is a comedian, dog. You a
Um,
right now.
So one of my coworkers put me onto this quote, and it stuck with me kind of like ever since. But it was, I want to use every ounce of talent, gift, and nourishment that I have. And so when it's my time, I know that I've given all God has given to me to give to others. And so for me, that's the ultimate goal, because for me, I don't think that goal ever runs out. And that's my, what I've learned in my career is that I set these goals and I hit them way too fast. Like
Humble brag. Excuse us.
I mean, not even that, but it's just like
Was
for
talking
me,
to
I don't.
Spike
I
Lee a
didn't-
part of your goals?
You hit him too. You hit that too fast.
No, but really, it's
See,
like
I just talked to Spike that's one of my goals. He just said, "Yeah, I talk to Spike Lee, dog. Your goals,
But you got- but
I
shit,
do
like,
them.
Everyday thing.
Here's the thing,
I
Chase.
check
Like
your goals
my,
for you.
but here's the difference, right? My goal is to bring that to the students that I serve. Like I'll never get casted in a Spike Lee movie. Versus for you get cast in his movie, my dude. You are a legend at this point in time. Like you're good. For me, it was one conversation.
People that's not legends.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you cast him. That's cool. Like for me, he didn't ask me what I did outside of my job, but like the 5 minutes we had off camera were moments for me that I'll always have to remember. And so,
Is he a
like,
weird guy?
no, he was so cool. Like, and the part that blew me, and actually I can't say that because we're under contract, so I can't say that. So
Don't say that, just-
NDA.
Yeah.
This was a. This
Say
was
say
a,
NDA. You ain't got to NDA.
yeah. But just know that like off camera, he said a lot of things that were just very like enlightening, and like to me as a person that I just appreciated. And like I think the view that people may have him society wise was not the view that I had of him in those 5 to 7 minutes we were off camera. And so that was very humbling. But at the end of the day, like for me, like that goal for me is one that I'll never have to be able. I don't have to reach it. I just need to know when it's my time. I feel as though I gave everything that I had. And so, like even with
Tim
this,
always
like,
making something like a memorial.
memorial, man. I just
Gracious. When it's your time,
that's legacy
looked
though.
up at him like we in a, like it's the
your
Brady Bunch.
legacy,
Looked
your
straight up at
legacy
him.
lasts. He looked up.
You
Well, look,
did.
look at
He
you.
said, look what he talking about. Yo, you gave him the Brady Bunch intro, dog. You good,
I
Fred?
ain't even know he was up there. I was just like,
But what's crazy is on my screen, Fred is right below me.
On my look,
On my screen, he right below Chase, so it looked like when Chase started talking, like, yo, dog, why you hating on my man, dog? That is,
Yeah,
yo, that angle crazy.
But part of it too is it stems from like a bet that John made with us back in undergrad. I don't know if I remember that, but it was
all he do is
first one. It was
all he
This-
do is
this was-
gamble his life.
this is a good bet though. John was like, "Hey, when we all graduate, first to $1 million."
Touch it,
And
man.
I think about it. Like I honestly, I won't be the one who hits $1 million just based on what I do for like my main income right now.
yo, you can't say that. Don't put that evil on you,
I
though.
mean, you're right. You're
No,
right. I
Ricky,
could opt into try to be a college president and really change the game. But I just know the college world isn't ready for me as a president. But I'm ready for the college world.
I won already.
What you drink? You know how
I won that bet.
Your son from the world.
You got $1 million? You got $1
I'm pretty
million,
sure I
Chief?
touched $1 million in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Not at once.
Yeah, not at once. It's not
I
in the
already told
account
y'all
right
how
now.
my spending habits work. Hey, look, $20. Let
Where
me
you at?
spend $22.
Oh, to answer your other question, John, our
Get that John outta here real
the
fast.
same. No, they're not the same.
Okay, so 2 no's and a yes. Well, 3 no's and a yes.
No, it's 4 no's.
Uh,
I said they're not the same thing, but for me, they go hand in hand because I can't do one without the other.
Can
If
I,
they hand in hand, they're the same.
can I
Chase,
jump
that's
in?
what that
No, they
phrase
just
means.
parallel. They go hand in hand. They could go together. Like me and Dav, we go together, but we ain't the same. Peanut butter and jelly
Okay.
go together, but they're not the same.
Hey, you know what? Like
You know what
I
I'm saying?
said,
You the way you take stuff, dog. Look, I'm saying
You a
I'm
wordsmith.
not drinking Bombay.
Chase,
Can I answer the question? Can I answer the question?
Go for it,
No,
John.
Go ahead.
Tim
Go
got
ahead, Tim.
something
You
to
had
say.
your hand.
No,
Go ahead.
And I don't
go
want
John,
you to
please.
answer the question.
I want to hear John's answer.
I don't.
No, go ahead, Tim, because you're not gonna like my answer when I'm done. All said and done. I promise. Because Chase
Who
gonna
not?
hate on me. Tim not gonna like my answer. You
Hate?
gonna hate on me, Chase.
I don't hate
How would I
on you.
not like it?
I never hate on
tough. Why they gotta hate on you, dog?
you. Yeah, I never hate on you.
Yo, this
John always trying to make
John.
himself.
Derek
think
Dog,
I-
he always put it on other people.
Not
Hold on, man, dog. Open your eyes, dog.
Always
Yo,
put it on. Look, see what he doing? Look, always on
Come
other
on, John.
people.
All right, so
Open your eyes, Freddie.
I don't want to.
When John's eyes was like this. You open your eyes, John.
Okay.
Clean your glasses, John.
I was about to wear a mask.
Connect your facial hair, John.
I'm working on it.
Fix your hairline, John.
I'm gonna fix it when
Let's
you
talk
fix
about
yours.
John.
All
Get some better headphones, John.
What you mean? These Apple products.
Back your teeth up, John.
Close your gap, Chase.
I can't do that.
Well, then we
No, I can't
even,
do
and I can't back it up.
But you
could
could back your gums up, though. You could back them choppers up.
You don't understand the struggle because your teeth not together. When they together, it pushes.
No,
forward.
I don't understand it because I don't have big teeth.
Or connecting teeth.
Okay, so John,
They
what's
do
your answer to
connect.
the question?
Look at the top. Look.
That's the gum, not the teeth.
It connect.
For me, honestly,
Yo, Fred, put the bottle down. Put the bottle down, Fred.
Hey,
Don't do
John,
it.
hey, John.
Don't do it, Fred.
Confuddled.
Don't do
That's
it.
the name of this shit right here.
Wait, what? Why can't I take a shot to
Take
their
a shot.
teeth?
I'm gonna
No.
take, hold on. Can
Take
you
a shot to
after
their
my
teeth.
statement? Can you take a shot after my statement? Can we take a shot to the break?
Relax, Fred.
I think
We
so.
still need you.
Those
for
are
part
not
three.
shots. He is necking a bottle.
Yo, don't say my man naked anything in your life, dog. I'm
Hey, guess what, John? Hey, guess what, John? Say what?
Pause.
Say what?
Pause. No, I'm not. gonna
No,
fall
guess
for
what?
that. No, I'm
He's
not
necking a
guessing.
bottle.
Pause. dog. That's why you're
I'm not pausing nothing. It's a bottle.
That's important. That's what I'm talking about. Fred, pour the shot. All right. So honestly, to get back to the
like his
question,
hat.
I'm gonna pour it with you.
Stop.
At this
Leave
point-
yo, leave my hat out of here. Go get a hat, dog.
You just
John
mad because your
cannot
beat.
talk. Yo, how I feel, John?
Oh no, I feel like I deserve. I feel like we all gonna have one of these because I listen to Tim. We be doing Tim dirty.
A lot. We do Tim dirty,
Tim like
dirty.
he from
No,
St.
I'm not even
Louis,
gonna say we.
do him dirty.
I do Tim dirty. It was plenty of times.
Tim be
just
like, yo,
let Tim speak.
You took it personal, yo.
Let
took it
Tim
personal.
speak.
No,
No,
I
I'm
do
not
it
letting Tim speak.
I listen to that like, oh God.
I'll
When
speak for
talking, I'm
Tim.
not saying a word. That's why I'm making sure Tim speak always before me because if I don't get a word, then I'm okay with it.
All right, go ahead. Answer the question.
I'm putting a roll.
Speak your mind, John.
All right, go ahead. Go for it,
got
John. You
mouse
got it.
voice. What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Honestly, my answer to this question is I don't know my most important goal right now, or like if it would change my life because like actually my biggest fear in life, like because what I've been through, like just life in general, my biggest fear is kind of like the opposite of y'all's, like is accomplishing what God wants for me because I know this is a place of the flesh, and I feel like once I accomplish it, God gonna be like, oh yeah, you gone. You're out of here. This is not going to happen. I caught it too fast, and it caught at the bottom, and I was scared the mic was going to fall out.
There's headphones out of here. Like,
AirPods, like
That passion.
look,
You
see,
enjoy
look,
that.
look at small things like that. So I feel like when I accomplish what I'm supposed to be on this earth to accomplish, that this will be gone. So I actually don't know it because when you look at people
I feel
That's
you.
a good answer, though, John.
no, I mean it's a good answer, but it don't answer the
You
question.
try to say I wasn't gonna like it, and I like it
because I
he
didn't
said I was
answer the
gonna
question. It's because I didn't answer the question. Because you look at people like Kaepernick, like who was adopted by a family. He went to the highest level of professional sport. He gave it up to make sure social justice got changed. You look at like rest in peace, John Thompson, who walked out of games when he saw like, this is nothing about basketball. They're just being racist.
Don't check stuff off in the notes.
They're just being racist. So when you look at things like that, like my biggest fear, like I tell people, like when people ask, like that's one of the questions I ask people, like, what's your biggest fear? Like my biggest fear is like I'm going to accomplish, like we know, like I've been in I totaled 4 cars in my life, walked away from them, and every time I walk away from them, they was like, yo, you were an inch to the left, an inch to the right, it's over for you. Like you never will live life the same.
You totaled 4 cars and you're not even 30.
That 4 cars, not even 30, and
damn.
So like when I look at like that's my biggest fear. So I actually don't know, and it might be a little bit of me not trying to know, but actually right now, I know what I have. That's why I ask you, like, is your dream, is your passion? Because my part-time job, I enjoy. I have a passion for, but I don't enjoy.
No, I get that. Like to go back to that, I answered the question saying that they don't, but that's why I've had the tendency of always leaving a job, because if I didn't enjoy it, I left. So I had to enjoy my passion to fulfill it. Because if I don't, then I'm going to just drop it like I did everything else I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm one of them people. Like I go through life, and whatever I enjoy, I do. Granted, that's a slippery slope because, you know what I'm saying, that's flesh. You know what I'm saying? So but I tend to stay away from fleshly enjoyments and try to stick to what I'm passionate about, like really passionate about.
Because like you're, like in your sense, you know that one of your passions is, you know, supporting your family. Mm-hmm. So this trash job, you know, is allowing you to do that. So you're able to change into that part of the passion to allow you to keep going. Mm-hmm. But you don't enjoy where you work at. It's just there, and I get a check from it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I feel like too, Chase. Like I think when you break through that next barrier where you are doing acting at a very high level all the time. Here he goes, spelling candles again.
Yo, text me the name of that candle, yo. I need to get it.
I think you'll have the same experience.
Text it.
That the law.
I don't want to. Take it.
Screenshot.
I think, Chase, you'll have the same experience that I've been having in my professional career, which is I get into a place and like it's my passion. I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, but I recognize too like my power of influence and how to change that. And so when I started at my first college at Guilford, it was like we aren't giving our students the best we can, even with the money that comes to my office or the clientele, whatever else. And I just figured out how to run it up, and that made me try to enjoy my job because my students were like engaged. And so we went from, bingo nights being 25 people to 200. I got to book 3 spaces on campus just to give away prizes to, all right, I want to cross over to athletics because no, I never played collegiately at that level, but I know what they go through. So I want to celebrate those students, tap into that and change it. So I think that helped me enjoy my job. And so that's I'm back at that same place right now where I work now. And so I'm like, I'm passionate about it, but I don't fully enjoy it because it's not giving back to me when I'm giving it. I think that's the bigger piece about enjoyment. It's a thing where like an amusement park, for example, you pay your money to have a really good time. And the moment that good time stops, you start to think about all the negatives that happened throughout that day. But like when you're a kid and go to an amusement park, that's the best day of your life that you at that point in time, right?
I hate amusement parks.
And I stopped. See, look at you, just gonna cut this stuff. Give him some, is that enjoyment?
Why he used
because I saw what he's going. Is that an enjoyment or happiness though?
I can't get on roller.
I think that's an enjoyment because
limit.
It's giving something back to you. Like you invest. To me, enjoyment is like I'm investing in this to get something back. So like this podcast, for example, I enjoy it because I'm investing my time, my efforts, my talents, in hopes to get something back off of it, which are more listeners, continue to curate more content that we do as a
Be
podcast.
with your brothers.
To be with my brothers, to rekindle relationships that I haven't had in years. Like I thoroughly enjoy that. And so, and my passion is I love to create content in general. Like I'm a programmer, I'm a planner at heart. That's what I do. I create events, I create moments. That's what I do. I do. Let me know. I got you.
I'm not letting you. I'm married. Tell Adrian.
I mean, yes, but if you don't want to do like your anniversary wedding, I got you.
No, my 10 years.
Yeah, like-
I'll holler at you. My 10
I
years.
got you.
West Oak Lane, he don't do anniversary weddings, dog. Or the Simons and
I'm not from Oak Lane.
shots.
But yeah, so
I'm from Mount Airy.
That's why I said it.
Oh.
I know you from, sir.
Mount Airy,
gang
dog.
signs. Down with some gang signs.
You know how it is.
So
We do this.
I mean, I
I
appreciate.
have to enjoy my passion. I have to enjoy what I'm doing.
All right, so
That's
how
why
about
my
this? What we're
passion
gonna do is
ties
take
into what I enjoy.
What we're gonna do is take a shot to this quick break because we're gonna enjoy this shot, and as the passion is the podcast. So
Oh,
we
wait.
got a win-win.
Oh wait,
So, who got shot?
when it comes to Kaepernick, right? Just to go back,
Mhm.
were you asking him if he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think he. No, I wasn't asking these in the Hall of Fame. I feel like so. Do you recently? He's nominated for the Hall of Fame this year, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's nominated for the
So what?
Professional Football Hall of Fame because. Oh, my fault, Fred. Go ahead.
They nominating him. So if he's nominated and he gets in, does that like end his football career? Like,
That's something.
What football career?
That's actually. That's that's
He
that's
had
the one
ended
side of
that
it. That's the
for him,
second side of
dog.
it. Because I feel so he got nominated because it's a loophole in it because it's a little known entry like fans can nominate players for their if they change the NFL. So you can nominate players if they change or bring awareness to something that the game didn't notice. So I think a guy in like Buffalo, I forgot his name. I think he kept his name anonymous at first, then he just released it because he ain't want like the attention. He nominated Kaepernick because he was saying that how he changed and brought awareness to social justice and look at everything the NFL is doing to social justice. So he is actually nominated for this ballot year Hall of Fame. And it's kind of rare because he doesn't have to wait the same, I think it's 5 years before the NFL can. Yeah, so he's nominated on his ballot. So actually, I think it might end his career technically, but I think the first time it happens. But I feel like I said, like my biggest, like he accomplished what he set out to do. Like he played in the Super Bowl, he played in the NFC Championship, he played on the highest level of football, and then he also used his platform to make a difference in other people's lives. And then say on that, like if you have to say that, like imagine if the NFL has to say every time Colin Kaepernick, Hall of Famer, did this. There's no way that the most watched sport and most revenue sport cannot create change if he did it every Sunday.
Did he achieve his goal? I'm asking just not rhetorically, but just generally. Did he achieve his goal if 20 years down the line we still have to fight for it?
I think
yes.
I think his goal was to because his goal was to
His-
bring awareness.
Yeah, his goal is to bring awareness and change, and he's
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
not necessarily to solve, but
Because we can't
and
say.
then
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But his goal wasn't to solve it, but just to bring awareness. But
Like Tupac.
it's kind of like this. Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with Arian Foster, where he was like, I know football. Football is what I do good, but I have a bigger
Purpose.
cause, like bigger purpose. So, like, I think for Kaepernick, this was his purpose for this time. He may find another purpose, later down the line that God gives him and steers him through that channel.
I was only asking because I don't know if y'all ever saw this in like middle school, but it was like a cartoon of Martin Luther King coming back from the afterlife. He was coming back to like real life, but he was like looking at how the world was. Y'all never saw like that movie?
Mm-mm. What was
He
the
was
name
like,
of it?
"Yo, what is this?" I forget. Yo, I
Talking about the
I for-
Boondocks.
No, not the Boondock Show.
Oh,
They
what?
played.
Say
Yeah,
what?
they did do that, but it was
Boondocks
before the
did
Boondocks. I was in middle school watching this. It was they was trying to because we was acting out as middle schoolers. Like I mean,
That was like
just
1978, 1982. Which one was it?
period. About 69.
69.
Yeah.
About 69.
No.
Was it on a specific channel or was
It's
it?
My
VHS?
Friend Martin or something like that. It was on VHS.
Oh, I
My
have seen
Friend
it.
Martin.
I have
I've
that.
seen
Yeah.
it, but I don't think I grasped that concept, yo.
Yeah.
Because
But I'm
I
saying,
gotta-
if you're in
I'm
middle,
saying
if you're in
is-
middle school, then I'm in elementary school, so I didn't grasp that concept.
Okay. Okay.
gotta look
I
back
see
at
that too,
I
though.
have seen it.
But I'm just asking. I
Please
only
watch
asked
it.
that because if you fight for something, because Martin Luther King was fighting for something, he eventually did say, "Yo, I think I integrated my people into a burning house." He did eventually say that.
That is a quote. That is a shout out to the frat. Shout out to the Alpha Alpha dog. That is a quote. Dog.
Yo, don't include Gamma Beta in this.
I didn't.
Oh, you right.
You did. Appreciate it. Shout out to
I
you.
love Gamma Beta.
I did. You did. Appreciate it.
I love y'all niggas, man. But no, that's why I was asking about Colin, like because we knew what Martin Luther King stood for, and we know what he was trying to do. And I remember watching that movie.
Stop
as a
saying
kid.
trying. Stop saying trying. He did. He integrated. He brought together. He
You're right,
changed
you're right.
the process. Stop saying
I'm
trying.
saying,
Trying
I'm
is
just
failure.
saying, even if he did it right, like, well, he did it, but that movie had a good premise because I was like, if he did come back now and see us still fighting for what he was fighting for, no matter the fact that he did it, he fought for that. That's what he did.
Mhm.
But him coming back, he might be like, these white people still ain't changed, or not necessarily white
Yeah.
people, but the people in power
It-
still haven't changed.
Yeah, it evolved. Like the situations evolved. Like what we were fighting for in his time, we were able to, get change in those things. But the prejudice and the racism, it just all evolved into other things, and now we're fighting to get those things as well.
Right.
So I think he'd be proud, but he knows that his, if he came back, he'd be like, my work ain't done because there's
He got to
still
keep. I think he
other-
come back. He'll think he still got to keep working.
Yeah, he still got to keep
Yeah.
working because
But
March on
It's kinda
March
like-
on Washington. His son
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
his son gave the speech
But-
about it.
that movie predates Barack Obama. I do think if he come back and say, "Yo, we had a black president," I do think there'll be some satisfaction there. Like, Martin,
yeah. There's
I feel like he'd be
there's
like,
definitely some wins.
No, I'm
like
it's
he'd be like,
satisfaction in
yo,
everything he did. Voting laws.
right,
It's satisfaction
right,
in a lot of things he did.
Yeah.
Right,
but
right.
I think
that's why you say he wasn't
trying
trying.
him.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it. Like so I'm saying.
Like he
he
it.
did things, but in those things, it's like he had goals, he achieved them. Now the goals,
No,
evolved.
he got
Like I got,
assassinated by the government. It's a legal fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
well,
The
they,
U.S. government has been found guilty of assassinating Martin Luther King.
Hey,
well,
hey,
they,
hey.
well, they said that his
Hey. Can we
you
at
know,
least
fact.
say allegedly?
No, it's not alleged. That's a
That's not
fact.
alleged.
You can
No,
look at the
that's a
ruling.
fact.
No,
Are you-
I
are you
understand.
talking
I
about the
understand, but
shutdown
can we
or
say it?
the actual-
Can we say it?
Assassination.
Why? Because they listening. Because
They supposed to listen. I
Big
could just
brother
pull
is
up
always listening.
Hey man,
Are we
That's one of
talking
my-
about
that's
the
actually one of my top
shooting down, or are
five
we
favorite
talking
books.
about the actual
assassination. I don't know how many
house
times you want to say
that- 'cause
assassin.
The spook who sat by
Because-
the door.
I got that book.
because
If you
they
haven't
shot
read
him.
it, read it.
They shot him, but he was in the hospital bed, and then,
They said he
those people
suffocated.
took care of me. Yeah, they took care
And
of
they
him for
spit
the
on
rest
him.
of it.
So this shot is
I got
listen to
sponsors,
Boris.
and this shot is so hoping that
And
everybody
MLK
out
Jr.
there make your right decisions, and you also try to find your purpose in everything you do.
Man,
Catch y'all after the break.
Salud.
Salud.
We back, gentlemen.
We back.
And we back, 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 and we
I'm
back.
gonna stop drinking one day.
Yo, that guy's crazy over there. Salud.
Salud.
So we can agree life change on a daily basis, every minute of the hour, right?
Yep.
So, as we seen, I guess we can we all agree that DJ Academic is Joe Budden's protege, if you want to say.
Sure.
Have y'all seen the latest comments of his rant about how Joe Budden is manipulating the system, and Roy and Maul had nothing to say when he's basically it's Joe Budden's podcast, and Roy and Maul aren't saying anything about it because they don't have no work ethic, and Academics does. And Chase, we had this conversation before the podcast and before all this happened, and you and me used to argue about it because you told me that DJ Academics is the voice of our generation. Do you agree?
Voice of their generation.
No.
No,
Hold on.
ours, He's our age.
He's our age. He's the voice of our generation.
I'm not saying that.
Hold on,
he's
let
the
me
accurate voice
look,
of our generation.
I didn't say accurate. I actually did.
No.
Had that conversation
I'm giving context to Freddie.
Freddie don't even know. He know because he don't need it. Freddie don't care what you say right now. He just don't. If you're not on his side, he ready to fight. Freddie had to let out. He had a Frankfurt let out right now. Like, yo, who said who? What? What he look like?
What do he say to you, yo?
He got a uniform on. Oh yeah, I'm about to stumble right here.
20
out the money.
So you agree that was so he was basically saying that Rory and Maul had no point of being in that podcast and making the statements that they was making because they're not on his level. He came from the bottom. He transcended whatever people was talking about. Actually, he called himself the Skip Bayless of the other podcasting. What you think about that? Because that's that guy. Because you already told me that. You told me that he was it.
He creating the
Wait,
landscape.
is Skip Bayless bigger than Stephen A? I'm just asking.
No, so basically he was saying because
Stephen A
you know
was
how people
before-
discredit Skip Bayless
Skip
for
was
like talking
before.
about basketball because he never played in like on a high level. Like Stephen A. Smith played in college. Like
Okay.
I think they said what's Jalen Rose's favorite quote? Like he said Skip Bayless like he played in high school. His average was 2 points. Like that was his like, yo, you averaged 2 points in high school. You
That
can
was
never
my
talk to
average
me
too.
about
That was
basketball.
my average
Yeah.
too. Like,
So like that's what I'm
average
saying.
be
Like he said
lying.
they try,
The averages be lying.
but Academics point was like, yo, he like they try to skip Bayless. I'm like, y'all say that about him, but he turned down $1 million contracts. He wrote for famous people, but he got NDAs. He can't tell you who wrote for. He's out there. So for people to say
Can't
like
say-
he's not credible with it, like what y'all?
I think Academics is trying to make Joe Budden the focal point, but at the same time he's trying to come at Roy and Maul because they've came at him. They've called him a cornball, say he was whack. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So he still harbors feelings towards them. To say that they can't say nothing when they're in the fight with Joe Budden is crazy to me because they can say they've been there, like they are there with Joe. Granted, Joe's the face. It's called the Joe Budden Podcast, but they can speak on it because they're a part of it.
But the context of it saying like y'all say that, but you know, Roy used to do he used to throw parties. He used to be the Rock Nation party promoter.
Do say Palooza.
He used to talk trash about them. But then he took a bag from Complex, who DJ Academics is paid by, and he threw parties for him. It was like, so how can you say that, oh, Complex is such a bad company and they do people bad, but you still take a bag from them?
How could you
So
take
where
a
was
bad
DJ
to somebody
Academics
that do
wrong?
bad?
I guess my question is, or what do you think about his rant?
I didn't hear his rant. I'm going off what you just said. Him saying that Rory and Maul can't say nothing. I think that's bullcrap. They can say
Why
stuff.
not? Can they say stuff? No, what he's saying is they can't say stuff on their own. If all they're going to saying is that, oh yeah, we know
That's
this.
all
'cause of
they
Joe.
do is say stuff on their own. They argue with Joe Budden all the time. They say stuff on their own. That's the point of the podcast. That's why I like the podcast. If I'm allowed, if Chase is allowed to just say what he wants, and with nobody to combat it, like Star, then it's gonna be one-sided. But if I don't have a John, if I don't have a Fred, if I don't have a Tim to say, yo, Chase, no, you wrong, which Joe Budden has, that gives y'all accountability too. We all do this together. Brother from Another is a 4-person thing. It ain't just one person. So it's a Joe Budden podcast. It's called Joe Budden Podcast because he's probably the bigger name out of all of them. But that don't change the fact that they all put their own work in. And they can comment.
So you think that without them two, Joe Budden podcast would not be as successful as it was?
It wasn't without them two. It wasn't as successful. It wasn't. When he had the girl on there.
Don't do that. Don't do. We're not gonna do that. We ain't popping yet. We can't talk about things like we can't talk about gender roles and all that.
No, you asking.
They stopped. They watched the podcast. They stopped when they started to until they got to the number. We gotta wait to the number.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about, but I think he what you saying.
You remember the episode Joe Budden said, I want her to be on the show. And he's like, I fought for it. And then what he said? What'd he say?
She didn't fit.
So we don't have that. And that was a whole nother thing. And you know, here.
But I'm saying, though, at that time, I can't speak on what happened. I can only speak on when they did have her on there, even though it was a good show to listen to, I feel like, because I listened to it. It's better with Rory and Maul, yeah. I think it's better. Maul, yeah. And Parks. So shout out to Parks, too. That's just how I feel, though. I'm not being logical right now. That's how I feel. I feel like it's better. And I can be logical.
Why you not being logical though? Huh?
I'm being logical now. The numbers are better.
But why you not? You said I'm not being logical. That's what you said.
I can be considered not being logical because I feel like the show is better. But then when you take into account the numbers prove that too.
So your feelings and emotions, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay, I got you. Y'all listen to Nick Cannon and Ye interview?
Oh, you're not gonna let them talk on what's happening? But
I asked them already. They gave me the nod, and Fred closed his left eye and said like this.
His left eye? TLC?
Yeah, this is left eye. Fred said, I said, yo, Fred, what you think? Fred looked at me like this. I don't know what he looking at with the right eye.
Bottle.
Yo, stop saying my man neck in a bottle, dog.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
I'm pulling up to your house
Yo,
tonight.
you gotta
I can say one thing about academics.
What's up?
I've came to the conclusion that he's a coon.
I'm sorry, the conclusion?
He's a coon.
The conclusion.
Conclusion.
If you listen to Act, it's a lot of conclusions that he come to.
Confuddled.
He practices kung fu.
You never see IP, man?
No.
Oh, man,
You never seen it?
I just feel like I'm not matching Fred's energy.
Yeah, I'm about to
You don't want to, though.
Right, I do. So y'all saw the Nick Cannon and Kanye West interview?
That's cause
Another coon. I've come to the conclusion that Kanye's a coon.
Yo, out of
I'm
pocket.
on one today, okay? I can't strap ready to go.
So do y'all think men should be able to speak on abortion?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not publicly, no.
No. Not
discreetly.
Not publicly.
Yeah, but meaning like we shouldn't be. I don't think as men. You should
Okay,
make
hold on.
Laws.
No, not laws. That's not what I'm asking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Should
be a
make
disclaimer.
laws on it in that way or publicly, because to me, our body isn't going through the physical change of what that is.
So
Like,
I have a
Carry
question.
babies all day, every day.
If you are married and your wife is pregnant, do you think she has to tell you if she wants to get an abortion or not?
If we're married,
Wife?
Yes, wife.
yes,
Yes,
Yes.
wife. Yes.
Some people
Any
think that's
girl.
not the truth.
No,
And that's fine.
Oh,
That's, they're
I
entitled
said
to
white
If
for a
you
reason.
impregnate a woman, right?
I know plenty of women that say that if they're pregnant and they don't like the guy to get an abortion, they'll tell them they're pregnant. That's why I said wife. I want to put it in standards.
That's fine. And
I'm
so,
saying any
again,
of them. It's their body. The baby got to
people
grow in
are
them. I mean, I'm
entitled
joking and stuff. I'm joking.
to
But
their
at the end
So
of
you
the
saying
day,
it don't matter if so
the
regardless
baby
of what
has
you
to
want
grow
keep
into the
talking,
woman. Like
even
that's
if
So
y'all
regardless,
don't
you want to keep it or not, is this on her? That's what
Because
you're
what I'm
saying,
gonna say
Chase.
is,
it's
I'm
not
asking Chase.
totally. She makes the final decision. Yeah, it's factors that go into it, but she
no
makes the
factors.
final decision. It
If
is
she's healthy, no, let's Chase. My example, if she's healthy, she is in the right age group, all those things, her hormones are right. If she says, I just don't want a baby today, and she can say, yo, I don't want one, and she'd abort it without your permission, you good with that.
Who am I to permit what she does to her body?
Are you I didn't say permit. What stop.
You
This is
said
what I'm talking
permit.
about.
You
I
said
said-
she does it without your permission.
No, I said, are you okay with that? That's exactly my question was.
I will have to be.
But you don't have to be an R and okay thing. My
would
parents
have
told me
to
I
be
couldn't buy a
okay
toy
with
from Toys R Us every other day. I had to be okay with that, but that don't mean I was.
You are if you have to be. You better be.
better be and have to be.
What you mean? I'm a parent. You better be okay with doing your homework. And I don't want to hear nothing else. Because I can't tell her. I might say, yo, I want to keep the baby. But if she don't, she has to go through the 8 to 10 months. And if it's premature, she has to go through that process, yo. God designated women to carry the baby for a reason.
Right.
So
I can't. How you going now?
Yeah, I got married.
You know what? I'm
I
sorry.
go down aisles all the time. Dun 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 dun.
That's why I said it like that.
Dun 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 dun.
Tim, go ahead, because you're not listening.
I'm not listening. Jesus Christ.
To me, if I'm married,
You answer every one of his questions and you're not listening. Sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
it's all good. It's all good. Do your thing. If we're married, yeah, I want to know.
Well, why though? Chase said it's not a. But Chase said it's not a reason though.
It's your child. You should always want to know.
You're part of it if you're married.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you're part of it
accountability.
regardless.
If we're married and we're in that moment, like not even assuming, like we talk about this, like, oh, I want kids. This is what it takes to have a kid, and then we consume one, and then you're just like, yeah, no, like, I don't.
Okay, can I ask the question again? Because maybe I didn't ask it the right way. So Chase, if a woman is pregnant by you and she didn't tell you and got an abortion, would you feel some type of way?
Yes.
Is she your wife or not?
Yes.
No, she's not.
Regardless.
Regardless, you feel some type of way.
Yeah, regardless.
But you just said that it's her body, so why would you feel some type of way?
because I couldn't be there to support
Because
her.
I have to accept it. I have to be okay with what she wants to do to her body. Can I feel away? Yes. But at the end of the day, the final thought is I have to be okay with it. Because life goes on. Because I don't meddle on the past. I can't control it. I can't control what she wants to do. I can't. So I have to be okay with it. What I'm gonna dwell on it? No.
Dwelling hurts. Look at Dwelling. Good artist.
A little shameless plug. Listen to Dwelly.
Dwelling.
Enjoy.
D-W-E-L-E.
That's all
Your
I'm
first-
saying, though. I could feel
your-
away, yeah, but at the end of the day, my final thought is, okay, I understand.
How long is your final thought though? Because people have final thoughts afterwards.
It's final.
Your
So
first
let's go.
question. Your first question was
The
wife.
same. No.
So
no,
if it was the wife, then there's
My
a
bad, I changed that
communication
part.
that has
I
to.
changed that part.
There's a communication that has to happen.
No. Chase said no. It's not a communication. It's regardless.
Yeah, I changed that. That's my bad. But I'll let him answer your original question.
So
I said it don't matter. For me, it don't matter, John.
Yeah.
My statement still stands.
Okay.
But I'm not going to let that tie into what Fred's trying to talk about because I changed.
So if it's a wife, there's a weave and cleave that happens. So there's a conversation that has to happen automatically. Like, yes, what Chase was saying, it's in the wife's decision, like, because her body is the one that's changing. But there still is a conversation. Now, if it's just a girlfriend or a associate, then the guy kind of has no I ain't gonna say he doesn't have any decision, but if she opens that door for that
Good save,
decision,
good save, good save, good save.
yeah, if she opens that door, then he can say what he feels. But ultimately, it's the girl's decision, regardless.
Okay. Tim?
In my eyes.
I think in all three situations, so associate, girlfriend, boo thing, wife, wherever you are in your life. As a guy, I don't have a
You
decision.
speaking from experience?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think you, as a guy, have a vote per se, but I should be allowed to have an emotional attachment to whatever decision is made. Like I should be allowed that. And the reason why I say that is like, to Chase's point, yeah, when it's a final decision, yeah, I wrestle with that and then I come to it and like, boom, that's what it is. I have taken that time with it and I move forward. I think you're speaking from like a wife's standpoint. I would just want to know, actually, not even at all three stages, whatever stage you are in your relationship, I just want to know because at the end of the day, emotionally, it takes a toll, I think, on, I'm not a woman, don't identify as one. For those who do, I'm sure the emotional toll is way heavier for a woman, whether you want to have it and or not. I feel like going through that process is super emotional. Going into that clinic or whatever it is and having that process done, knowing that you could possibly have a life could be hard. And I want to be able to support you emotionally in that sense, because if we ever get to a place where you do want to have it, I want to be able to say, hey, I was there in the dark, not ready time. I'm there in the time when you are ready, and I'm consistent. Because in the day, I don't get to go through those bodily changes. I don't get to know what it feels like to carry my seed. Like I just that just sounds.
Solidarity Day, Tim.
I mean, yes, we carry it and then we drop it off, and then it grows.
So-
Just don't change our body.
So I got a question. I do. Would if a girl, you say that's not her for the carrying emotions. If she's doing it because she don't want to tell you because she think you want to keep the baby, what is that emotional toll?
I'm part upset and part just hurt.
So who emotional toll is bigger, hers or yours?
I think it's still hers because she's now carrying the fact that like, oh, he wanted it, and he's hurt.
She don't know though. She don't know.
You just say after she's done it already, then told and then
tells me. After she's done it, but I'm saying she didn't know that before. So of course,
either post the procedure and pre-procedure
abortion. We can say abortion. You could
post the pre-abortion.
That's the word.
She has to carry those emotions on both sides because beforehand, she's like, you're right, she didn't know it, so she was maybe
forced the choice.
That's hard to answer because based on
it's not hard to answer. She did it without she did it without consulting you. But forced the choice.
Well, when you said the question, my thought was like, is it forced where she has to carry my emotions at or not? That's what I'm taking the question as. So am I wrong in that? If I'm wrong, my bad.
Go shimmy. That was a good one. Smooth.
Go shimmy.
Go shimmy. That shit.
Go be a monkey.
Wow, shout the case.
We're never monkeys.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I think it's either way, John. I think it's either way because I mean, in that procedure through abortion, like I would say, and I could be wrong if I get ate up in the comments or listenership. It's like, really, Tim?
Nobody listen to us yet.
They're gonna hear this.
People listen. I think it's semi-forced because once you open that door, you now have to choose what you do with it. So if you say like, "Hey, I did this thing," because she could never tell you, and I never have an option, or I never have the moment to just be like.
That's what that's my biggest thing. Like, so you keep saying that, but if she don't tell you, then how do you say that her emotions are too much? She never gave you the chance to be there for her emotions.
But well, when I said the emotions piece, it was more so like on her and like being in that moment of having the abortion. So she's got to carry that.
Right, but she never gave you the chance to be there with her. She never gave you the chance.
So I don't know that. So like you can't calculate that.
I know that. Hold on. Why you keep coming up? That's my argument. You keep saying that her emotions are bigger, but you don't know that. So how can you say that? You have never been in a predicament when she never told you, and you still went to the boy. She goes, "Hey, yo, you here? What you here for? Oh, this mine."
The reason I say they're still bigger is because like she went through that process.
Alone, not with you.
But
So you can't.
either way,
But you can't say that when she go with it with you, it'd be bigger or less.
So maybe you misinterpret what I said, and I apologize if that was the case. So my bad.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm
for his misinterpretation.
Bad.
Oh, what I misinterpreted?
So what I was saying, John, is when I said when you asked the question, are women's emotions bigger or not? I took it as them going through that process of abortion and telling their partner. So they got to carry both their own emotions and their emotions of their partner. That's why I said it's bigger. If I wasn't clear, my bad.
No, you were clear on that part. We were talking about the part when she don't tell you. That's the part we was on.
It's still bigger because I don't have any emotions to compare it to.
Right, but you can't compare that to a part that you don't know about. That's what I'm saying.
But she's carrying that. She's carrying those emotions.
And she's not allowing you to carry it. So you can't say that, oh, it's bigger.
So hers are still bigger. If I have 0 and she's got 1, it's still bigger.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're saying you've never been in a situation. So you can't say that if she allowed you to carry it, it would be bigger.
Right. But I mean, part of this conversation too, like it's hypothetical because I mean, we the 4 of us we won't have that experience of being able to carry a child.
Solidine.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I'm just looking at Fred in the corner now. Look at him. Look at his stuff. The greatest visual.
My bad, yeah. I took a lot of space right there.
You didn't.
My bad.
Chase, what you got to say, Chase?
I mean, I already said that pretty much. Regardless if she tells me to not, regardless if she tells me or not, is her decision. So it ain't. I can't.
You won't want to know.
My feelings are. Yeah, I would want to know, but I'm always going to be like, I want to keep the baby.
But I'm saying
because I knew what the.
So if you found out later, would you be upset?
Yeah.
Why if it's her decision?
Because I could be upset, but my emotions are secondary in that aspect. Because but who cares? I could be upset. It don't matter. Because regardless if she tell me or not, I'm going to want to keep the baby. Because that's just who I am. I knew what the consequences were. But if she doesn't,
I knew what the blessings were. Don't call it consequence.
All right, I knew what the blessings were. But if she doesn't, I'm not going to hound her. I'm not going to beat her down. It's her decision.
Okay. So like Tim said earlier before the break, he said he listened to Big Sean album. He had a comment about that. That's why I was like, wanted to bring to the forefront. He said that she had whoever it was, Chase has different opinions than I do. It was a miscarriage, and he think that's what it was. But overall in that, I think it was a great album. What about y'all? I think he got very personal. He got very understanding about what his goals were.
I don't even know what to comment on. I don't even know what to comment on now. We just commented on the album after you just brought it in like that?
No, we commented on the song that I don't feel too strongly about. I didn't want to put that out there. You know how I feel about mental health and how celebrities.
Oh man, that's a whole different.
That's what I think, and I didn't want to comment on that. But I'm saying the album was good. The song was all right. Fred can look at the screen and say, wherever you listen to that. What are you, Neverland? What are you looking at, dog? Peter Pan over there?
He looking at what he gonna eat, bro. Leave him alone, okay?
Whoa. Hey, that's great.
I think his album was pretty good. Like he got real personal.
I love personal on albums.
He got real personal on certain aspects, but he still kept it like he had. I mean, Big Sean is Big Sean. Like he kept it lyrical. He got his features in that was going to bring in, his certain numbers.
Lot of features.
Yeah, he had his features that was going to bring in the numbers. But he did get real personal on that, and I like that. Like he gave it its own personal feel. I thought it was pretty cool. Ones that stood out to me was I think it was Respected. I think that was the name of it. That was with Young Thug. And I really liked the cipher at the end. Like the cipher at the end was pretty dope.
42 Doug got busy in
Like
that
like
joint.
Post Malone.
Yeah, like
42
like
Doug got busy
I,
in that
I
joint.
never I didn't hear 42. Like I heard 42 before, like on mixtapes, but 42 got like it was like a personal thing for him. Like give me my respect type situation.
He got busy.
It was nice. And then it was nice to see that like he gave respect to the whole D for that. Like
Where Dej
the
Loaf
whole
at?
D
Fuck outta
gonna
here.
get on that. I mean, Dej Loaf, but
No, but
Can we call it
everything at the butt is
Detroit? I don't want to
bullshit.
call it the D.
huh?
Everything
Nothing.
at the butt is bullshit.
I don't know.
Before the
'cause,
butt.
like
And they mention
He
her.
had-
Everybody mentioned her in every verse except him.
You think it's beef?
maybe that's not that type of situation for her to get off. That wasn't the best situation for her to get off.
If 42 Doug got off, Dej could have had some smoke for that.
She could
They
have.
mention you in the song.
I
You have
agree.
some smoke for
Cannot
that.
agree.
Huh?
I don't know. I just feel
Can't
like
agree.
she has her lane, and if she made her, because I'm pretty sure he reached out. Like I'm not gonna say he didn't reach out. I'm pretty sure he reached out, but like if she felt like that wasn't her lane, that's not
You
what
don't
she
think
was
Dej Loaf
on
want to get
right
a
now.
song with Eminem and Royce the 5'9"? That's what you saying?
That's why I listen to the song. Royce,
Not on that
He snapped.
particular situation.
he got off too.
Yeah.
But if because she's more song driven, like
You don't
that
listen to Dej Loaf.
cipher.
Stop. You're a misogynist. Stop. You don't listen to Dej Loaf.
Yo, don't put that on him.
Yo, you can't necessarily say I'm
That's
misogynist.
crazy, John.
Like
You know, he ain't say
He don't
no.
listen to
I
Dej
know.
Loaf.
He ain't say nothing. He ain't say no nothing I said.
He like Cash Doll.
you just called me a misogynist. So I
Yeah,
did just
like,
say something. No, it's something you just said.
that was
like,
deep.
like I just feel like if
What's
she,
your favorite Dej Loaf song?
I don't
Try me.
the one with Dirt.
Wale?
Back up on me. Back up on me. She can't rap.
No, that's my.
I ain't saying
like
she
that song.
can't. I can't say she can't rap. I'm not gonna
But-
say she can't rap. But my thing is, if
She
she
could've got
felt
off on that.
like she couldn't,
Once again,
it
you're
wasn't
implying
her
that he
best.
reached out.
Huh?
You're implying that he reached out.
Yeah, I don't know that. No one would know that. No one would know that except for
No,
him
I feel like
and
this a
her.
mass text. I feel like this a mass, like Detroit versus everybody. This is
That's
the same.
still a
It's the
still
same
a
response.
fill.
Hey, yo, I'm dropping Detroit too. Everybody.
That's
send me
still
my
a
verse.
that's still a fill. That's not guaranteeing. Like if he comes out and say he guaranteed it, then it was like okay,
But she reserved the right. Say she did turn it down. Say it wasn't on
Right.
Big Sean part, but she do reserve the right to go. That's too many people on one song. I know what you're doing for Detroit.
Right.
I see that, but I'm not. I don't want to
I don't
dedicate
want
a
to be
song
part
to
of
me.
it. Like I don't want that. Give me a
Yeah.
specific song where I can stand
I
out.
get off. But if
Yeah.
you want to do a whole Detroit is love thing, I understand that too. But I just don't want to be a part of it.
Because
There was a lot of people on that track.
That's another
And
thing. A
Eminem
part of that.
closed it.
Yeah, it was another thing. A part of that. Like, what happened if she had a verse, but he didn't think that it fit, or it didn't.
Right.
Like it didn't.
It's all
It didn't
speculation.
feel
It's
right.
all
Yeah,
Dej
nobody
Loaf
have
for,
it.
huh? That's what you're saying. It's all Dej Loaf for.
I'm just saying. No, some other people have decisions in that. Like she could have went ham on that, and he was just like, "No, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling
No,
that
he
for
put on
this
there.
type of vibe,
He did
in
it for
this type
Kendrick.
of vibe." So there's different feelings in this. I don't know if he reached out. I don't know. I don't
She
follow
already got a
Will
song
like that.
in him. She don't need one. I'm just saying. She got it. What you think about the album,
But-
Chase?
I like the album, and you already know I'm extremely critical about Big Sean.
Hey, Big Sean, for the record.
No, I don't hate Big Sean. I already
Hate
tell
him.
you. I always
Hate
tell
him.
you I like Big
Hate him.
Sean. I just think he don't meet the bar I set for him a lot of the time.
He might be actually the most accomplished one of his class. low-key.
Accomplished don't speak to genuine.
Who was in
They
this
don't-
class?
Accomplished means
Wale,
that people
Drake,
bought that.
Meek. Huh?
I think J.
Okay.
Cole in his class too.
J. Cole. Huh?
I don't
Was
think
Meek
they all
in
the
this
same-
class?
I don't think they all in the
Yeah.
same class.
Yes, they
I
are.
don't think they all in the same
Was-
class.
Well, on Double XL, it's four of them. I think it's like J. Cole, Wale. It's somebody who didn't make it. And one other. It's like 4 out of the 5 made it. I think
Kendrick's
Big Sean
definitely not in their same class.
did. Nah,
Nobody said Kendrick.
I think it's the next. I think Big
Nobody
Sean's
said
next
Kendrick.
Is-
You
class.
just threw Kendrick
Is
in there.
Meek in this
My
class?
bad.
Nobody said
I
Kendrick.
think Meek
sir.
is in his class. I don't
Meek
think.
was after that too.
I think Meek and
Yeah, I was about to say.
Their class was way earlier than a lot of people think.
Mm-mm. I'm doing my
If Meek was in the class,
Just
and
look at Big Sean class. No, Meek, Meek wasn't even in the class in 08. We was coming to school in 09. He wasn't even popping yet.
Meek was in 2010, right?
yeah, but we're saying that Big Sean was before that.
Big Sean is 2010.
Okay, so he was in the same one with Meek.
That's what I said.
With Meek.
No, that's why
All I'm saying is all of
asking,
them wasn't
yeah,
in the same class.
I'm asking, was Meek?
guess
What's
every
the
day is-
class?
I guess every day a star is born. I guess a daughter in the womb.
It all depends on who was in that class. If we find out who was in that class, then
Either
we can answer
way
that question
either
better.
way you slice it, right? I
Nipsey.
did listen.
Wiz Khalifa, Big
Mhm.
Sean. Hold on, that's Nipsey. Oh, that's a dedication to Nipsey. Give me a second.
All I'm saying, irregardless of the fact,
That's not a word.
I'm
J. Cole.
hard on. I'm critical of Big Sean, Wale, J. Cole. I'm critical of the people I think I should be critical of because I value them higher. I've always valued Big Sean, but a lot of the times he says stuff that I go, "Yo, what is he? Why is he talking like that? Why he rap like that?" When it comes to the rappers I listen to and I like introspective rappers. And he strikes me as the type that can get introspective, as he proved on this album. But when he raps, sometimes it's like he's just saying bars. And I think that's what Eminem problem is. They get into
Like filler
just,
bars.
can I rap good?
Yeah.
Over, am I personal when I rap?
Like can I hit the public with these, or are they just filler bars for me to get to my next line?
Right. So it's like, I feel like I struggle with that with Big Sean. I never felt that way with Wale. I never felt that way with Kendrick. I never felt that way with J. Cole. I always felt like when they was talking their music stuff, it was more than just bars. It was, I have a meaning to put out here. And I always said that Big Sean could be on that. But I feel like he was just, I'm going to bar it up.
Nipsey Hussle, OJ the Juice Man, Wiz Khalifa, Pill, J. Cole, Freddie the Gibbs, J. Rock, Dodson, Big Sean, and Fashawn.
So Drake,
All right,
Kendrick,
so Meek,
That's the
so
next
Meek
class.
wasn't in it.
That's the next
Meek-
class. That's next class.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
Meek
They wasn't
wasn't
in
in
the
it.
same class.
I'm sorry, you're
So
right.
Meek wasn't in it. So okay.
But so does my statement change?
State your
He has
statement
the-
again.
My statement was he has the most accomplished career out of his class.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Cole.
No.
I would.
Say Cole.
He has a verse with Cole and Eminem. I mean, he has a verse with Eminem and Jay. Big Sean does.
I would say Cole has that just because you get that's from Detroit. I could get a verse with Black Thought. That don't mean that I'm accomplished enough. It could mean that we're both from Philly. That ain't the same. I think personally, J. Cole is more accomplished than Big Sean.
When you put personals in, it doesn't have an argument anymore, Chase.
Yes, it does.
I would
It's
say
my
that
personal
these-
opinion.
Your personal opinion, we can't argue your personal feelings. Your feelings are
I'm
valid.
not putting it out there for you to argue it. I'm saying that's how I view it.
Can I jump in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Did anybody hear what I
Oh,
said? Or
Nah. Yes, I
I
heard what you
heard
said,
you.
John.
I heard you. I can't speak from your perspective though, dog. I
It's not
can't.
pers-
I can
I'm
only
not saying
speak from
I'm not
mine.
asking you to. I'm saying once you put Phil and once you put Phil in it, I can't say you how you should feel.
What late
It's
night
not-
show was Big Sean on?
Huh?
What late night show? Colbert, the Jay Leno's,
Jimmy Kimmel.
David Letterman, Jimmy Kimmel. Which one was he?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay, and what other one?
Saturday Night Live.
Which one was J. Cole on?
Both of them. What do you mean?
So how that speaks to accomplishments. They both on the same thing. So how could Big Sean be more accomplished?
I just told you how I said he has a J and an inverse.
All right.
Okay, I could say the same thing that J. Cole has a J and a Nas verse.
I think Big Sean has an Nas verse too, I believe.
That's so political.
We could also say that
That's so political, dog.
we could also say those two that like
Kendrick
Big Sean
got all their verses.
Wait, you said
But J.
Wiz
Cole and
was in
Kendrick
that.
are way more comparable than anybody in Big Sean.
The reason I said I think J. Cole's more
said
accomplished.
class. What
He has
again? You
two
the
albums with
fucking.
no
I'm sorry. You were
features.
just nangle the thing. I said out his class. Out the class of people I named, he's the most accomplished.
And I still say
Kendrick
that
is not in that
more
class.
accomplished.
He's not in that
Oh,
class.
I think J.
And I
Cole's more
still say
accomplished.
J. Cole's more accomplished.
That's
But anyway,
fine.
we
say you
let
feel
Tim
like
to-
that.
We took those feelings are substantiated though. I feel like
Because they're your feelings. They're your feelings. I can't tell your feelings are invalid.
I'm not telling you not to. But anyway, I let Tim go.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think J. Cole's more accomplished just because he has 2 albums with no features. That the
Platinum albums.
That the public. So outside of my
Platinum
personal opinion,
albums.
Yeah, platinum
Both of them
albums.
was platinum.
Yeah.
When the last
I
time
didn't
he
know
didn't
that.
go platinum?
I was just asking. I didn't know. I didn't know
So
both of
I
them.
mean,
was.
to me, that speaks a lot because I think to Chase's point about the conscientious rap and just being like more vulnerable, we get that a lot more from J. Cole than we got from Big Sean. But on this album, I'll be honest, I was very late to the Big Sean like bandwagon train. Like it took me a minute just because I got put on in college and it's real commercial when I first heard Big Sean. So I was kind of like, I don't really know.
So you
Part of
start
it too
listening
is
to
like,
Big Sean, not heard. You listen.
I'm sorry, listening to Big Sean. Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Because
commercial.
we played him every day in Roughing.
You did.
Yeah, he was lit. He was
Yeah, I'm
lit.
about to say it's heard.
Yes.
Now listen.
on the other side of it, y'all also played me like Wale and J. Cole's mixtapes first.
Yeah.
Like I learned, y'all did. Like I definitely learned
No,
from J. Cole.
Wale, we know for sure. Wale was played
Big
first
Sean,
for sure.
I be giving him line after line at the line at the line. Barcode came out before all of that. That's what I'm saying.
It did.
He
I
wasn't
heard
listening.
Big Sean first.
Yeah, Big Sean was definitely
I heard
first.
Big Sean
when he dropped
first.
that mix. It go Big Sean, Friday Night Lights, and then Wale. That's how that dropped.
That's how I heard
I know
it.
that for a fact.
So I came in on J. Cole.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Though, that yeah, so it's okay. And he's from North Carolina, so you got a lot of love for him.
I also love Wale, who's from DC, DMV area. So like
from Maryland, you see the point that you get the.
What I'm saying is, even outside of that, John, when I'm going back to the basis of my it's all good.
It's facts. It's not painting.
You think just because he has a location correlation to them, that's why he likes them?
Yes, just like you say that. Oh, because he went platinum without a feature. That's like
how you
saying,
feel about PD Pablo, Tim?
He loves him.
No.
I mean, he all right, right? He all right.
I
See, like that's where the correlation fails.
It's cool. It was like
either you
cool,
like every last single person from where you're from, or you don't.
Even if you don't.
I mean, I'll be honest.
understand.
I get hyped when certain artists just shout out like where I've either lived or from. Like I say, oh, you shout out where I'm from. Cool, great.
So you used to swing your head around your shirt like a
Cool,
helicopter.
cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it was
You
cool.
shout out Philadelphia. I know I did.
Yeah,
At that time,
I
that
like
was the
Kurt
move.
Franklin said Baltimore and Charlotte, and I was like, oh snap, okay, come on, go with it. Like I was hyped off that. So like that's relative, but I mean, yeah. But again, I'm late to the party, so like I think you, Fred, and Chase have a better point because I think y'all know music better than I do. But as a consumer,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
as a consumer, I really like what Big Sean did with this project. I felt way more connected to him. I felt way more like to what he was saying.
This is the album I've been waiting for.
He made it personal.
And it was
he made it personal.
It didn't feel rushed. Like I didn't feel like he just threw out a project just because he had to. It was like, no, like I'm putting this out because I have really put in the time, the effort, whatever else. I think there are some rappers that I think all of us would probably put on higher pedestals who've thrown out a project. Like I think about Drake and his last couple songs. I'm not the biggest fan of his last like 3 tracks.
Oh, you mean the leaks? The leaks he's purposely
leaks
putting out?
Yeah, he's probably putting, I'm not a huge fan.
That's 75 cents.
And so I'm just like cool. Like and my thing is like I think
so you don't like him rapping like he from India?
No.
Fucking nut. That's $1.
Dog. What do you mean?
No. How do a person from Canada rap?
They got Caribbean in them.
Is India Caribbean? When he start rapping like that, it's very disrespectful in my eyes.
Well, he did have Nav as part of his camp too, so Nav is from.
And we already know that he's
not
okay.
Nav though.
No, he not Nav, but can he grab certain things from Nav because they was in the same camp?
No.
He shouldn't, but he did. He shouldn't, but he did.
Drake love to do that, to say, yo,
Yeah, he
connected
definitely
to
blurs
this,
the lines.
so
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
blurs the
Barbados
lines
my way out
all
of
the
this.
time.
I don't like that. I don't
That's what
like
June
it,
does.
dog.
June a whole Jamaican now. Watch the snap.
Quick question for Big Sean album. Was this put out on Good Music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I Googled it, I promise you I couldn't find Good Music on this.
Oh no, it's
He
very
said it
simple.
on the
And I
album.
looked,
It's very simple.
he says it on the
say that.
album. I heard him say it on the album.
Yeah.
But people say stuff on albums all the time. When I Googled if it was put out on Good Music, I looked at the credits. It was out on Def Jam and something else.
That's
it wasn't
the same company, kid.
No. Good Music is under Def Jam, yes. But you could put stuff out on Def Jam and not have it considered good music.
Okay.
I'm just asking though.
I'm telling you the
So
answer.
when I looked it up,
you think he's putting it out on just
what I'm asking is, where's the proof outside of him just verbally saying it?
Oh, I mean,
It's the same way you like Frank Beverly and Maze, dog. It's the same thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. To be honest.
The literature would had to come out later, whether it's from Big Sean or if it's from
Good Music.
I just know themselves. It seemed like he was distancing himself from Good Music for a minute.
He has to. He's getting married.
I think a lot of artists on that album or that label are doing that.
They have to get.
I don't think that.
Who doesn't have to do it?
I don't think that they're all doing it.
Who doesn't have to do it? Who doesn't have to?
Pusha hasn't done it. Sci-Hi hasn't done it.
Pusha.
Those are the main two.
Pusha can't do. He's the president of the music.
If they're all signed, to it, they all can't do it.
Pusha. What do you, Chase? You just said
if they all have a contract with Good Music, they can't separate themselves from it. They have a contract, a legally binding contract with them. You can't separate unless you go through the procedures to separate from them.
Chase, you know Pusha's the president of Good Music, right?
Yes, John.
So how can he separate himself from that?
He can't. It's contractual. He's the president. That's why. He's not verbally the president, or just verbally the president. He has paperwork to back that up, just like everyone has paperwork to back them up. Pusha released the album. Is it on Good Music or Def Jam? It was on Good Music.
Okay, then. So he can't. He's not one. So I said, who else is doing on that label?
What I'm leading to is
alluding.
When Kanye alluding. My bad. You're right. What I'm alluding to is when Kanye goes through his rants, you have certain people that speak up about it. Mainly Sci-Hi the Prince.
Mm-hmm.
He one of the main people that I go, yo, shut up. Like, just let Kanye do what he doing. They don't, just because Kanye speak don't mean he's speaking for you.
Right.
But Sci-Hi makes it personal. Pusha has commented on it. Even John Legend has commented on it. But when it comes down to Big Sean, he goes, I'm not going to comment on that. That's what he doing. And it's been like that for a minute. So I'm not saying
maybe his
that
contract is up.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to get to. Maybe it is. Maybe
not this year.
Will he want to be with Good Music when his contract is up? Because this album, how it came out, and when I looked at the paper, or not the paperwork, but when I looked at the
paperwork, did you look at it? It saying Good Music on? Because I'm confused. Everything I see, everything I just Googled too says Good Music.
When I Googled it, it say Good Music, but now when I look at it and I click those links, it don't say Good Music.
Yeah,
it don't. If you go on Tidal right now and look at his credits, it don't say Good Music. It says just Def Jam, and it says another thing, but it does not say good.
Please log into your Tidal. I want to see this.
Oh, I'm logged into your Tidal, kid.
And I don't see anything about just this Def Jam.
Okay, y'all keep going. I'm gonna find it.
Please do.
Yeah, I don't think it's a slippery slope with that because again, we don't know what Big Sean is thinking. He may want to go the independent route. He may want to sign.
Release date 9/4/20. 2020, Getting Out Our Dreams, comma, Inc. / Oh, that is Good Music. That's
Good Music. Getting Out Our Dreams. What are you talking about?
You're right. My bad. I'm wrong.
So
I
it
forgot
was
that's
under
what
Good Music.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I forgot that's what that stood for.
Okay. Like I
just say that. My bad. I'm a part of that.
I'm confused. You're fighting me. Like I'm
not fighting you no more, John. I didn't say
Yeah, he
I
was
was
just
saying
trying
I
to
didn't
figure
fi-
out. Like he was
Yeah,
just trying to
it was
figure
a
out what it
question.
was.
But I told him it's like it is. I don't know what else we want to do. Is say like you wrong. With how can I tell Chase? Tell me in the future purpose. I can tell you're wrong, and you be like,
When I said it says Def Jam and something else, you could have said that something else was getting out our dreams, and I'd have been like, oh, that's it, and then you'd have been like, that's good music, and I'd have been like, damn, that's what good music stand for,
Yeah, it does.
because I did not know what good music stood for, so my bad.
Stop.
I apologize. I'm letting you know how you could have
I
let me.
appreciate it, but Fred,
Let
stop.
me know.
What do you mean?
Fred, slow
I just
down.
took it.
No, so you
What?
trying you trying to get the filet mignon ready. I see you.
that's
I see you.
fine.
I see you. Okay. All right, so
Nah.
SZA, how we feel about SZA and her drop with Ty Dolla $ign?
All that. I like it.
Yo, Ty Dolla $ign is
I like it, but I don't like it more than
He's
2088.
kind of underrated. I think he's underrated, bro.
Yo, Ty Dolla
It's gotta
$ign
be underrated
hasn't-
because 2088 dropped the single too.
Yo,
Oh,
like, Ty
that-
Dolla $ign has never really gotten his I guess
It's just due.
in the sense his
He
He's
about
a
to
feature
fall-
artist.
He about to fall in the same lane as Trey Songz.
but he
think
put
so?
out
T-Pain.
he put out like
don't know, John.
projects that don't get the same measurement, but when he
His
does
projects-
features, it's like
His
everybody
project's
be
not
like-
as good as the features he put out.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the same category. as
some
Trey.
of them be they. I think he tries to outsmart himself. Like when it's his project, he feels like he has to do even more. But when it's a feature, it's like he just enough for you to recognize him.
Part of me feel like too like that's on your management and your A&R. Like they should be able to recognize like, bro, just stay right here. Because what I struggle with what John just said was like he's like a Trey Songz. I'm like, Trey Songz got some projects I'm like I'm really a fan of. Like
Yeah.
I can't name. I personally
How long it took him to get them projects?
One
Trey Songz.
album.
So the first one, the first one
Yeah.
was
What you
great.
mean? The first and second?
just
Well,
gotta
very
have it
good
was
album.
good.
Just gotta
I love
have
Just
it.
Gotta
And
Have It.
Trey
It was
Day.
good.
Trey Day was like you'd be like, yo,
Even the
he
mixtapes,
got
John.
enough. And then the
Anticipation
mixtapes
1 and
came
2.
out. Yeah, the
Sheesh.
mixtapes came out and was like, oh, he's solidified.
Yeah. I personally can't name a Ty Dolla $ign like project. I was like, oh, that shit, Bob. It's a quarter. My bad.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I think he does
Oh, $1.
he does very well with features when it comes to his own. I mean, like they hype certain ones like Paranoid, but
Yeah.
it was like that was
I don't like
okay.
Paranoid.
Yeah, it was okay, but if that's your single, okay, whatever. But his actual features, you'd be like, yo, that was Ty? Like he
Hey, yo.
did
Yeah.
Hey,
dirt
yo.
to that.
We turned a scissor topic into talking about Ty Dolla $ign.
I was going to get
Go
to that.
back,
I'm
go-
about to say y'all trying to call that man childish. He don't have an opinion.
I
man, I just
like
thought that
I
was
like
funny.
SZA joint.
I love SZA.
Yeah. Not my
SZA
only
good,
issue
though.
with SZA, and I've heard this on multiple occasions. It's not a slight to her, but I think she's more of a studio artist than she is live.
Yeah.
So
And
so is Monica.
so is who?
So is Monica.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing that at all.
But the bag comes from live. The
No, it
bag
doesn't.
doesn't
Yeah.
come from. Yo, you crazy? They get way more money from live than they do
Yeah,
studio.
They do, John. They make more money touring than they do.
Like
Not
that's
if you can't book
fact.
a tour because not if you don't book a tour if you can't sell it. Who a bigger
It's a
artist?
selling tour.
I'm about to say who's a bigger artist, Vince Staples or goddamn young little Perp.
Yo, that's 50 Cent.
Yo, little what? You talking
Who?
about Smoke Perp? What?
Whatever. No, it's a little Perp.
You talking Lil
You
Pump?
talking
Lil
about?
Peep, Lil Peep, Lil Peep.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Not
What
part
that
of
is
that.
either.
Sorry to
But
them.
he had tours though.
No, Little Peep tours more than Vince Staples, but which one gets a bigger bag?
I don't know. I don't follow.
I don't know who
either
tour
one,
more, but I know Vince
think-
Staples getting
I
to the
know.
bag and touring.
I know Vince Staples. He gets to a bag, but then Lil Peep also gets to a bag as well because he
What's
has
a Little Peep song?
Huh?
What's a Little Peep song?
I don't know the name of it because
Can you name me a Vince Staples song?
I follow. No, I can't. I can't name you either one. But
can't
I
either.
know Juice
Sorry,
World had a song with. I think he probably had a song with both of them, but I know Lil Peep
You thinking of Lil
specifically.
Pump, not Peep.
No, I'm talking about Peep.
Who the hell is Lil Peep?
No,
Yo,
Chase.
Lil Peep
I don't
was the
know.
first.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
yo,
know.
Lil Peep, no
I know
disrespect,
he.
but you trash, B. We don't know you.
Nah,
I don't
know
want to
Lil
keep talking
Peep.
about Lil Peep in comparison to
No, I
Vince
know-
Staples. Vince Staples is a
I-
hell of a personality.
No,
I
At the
don't
end
know
of the
who
day,
Lil
John,
Peep
what I
is.
know is
Peep is
whether
good.
you
Peep
are
is
a
good.
big
The Peep
artist
is-
or a small artist.
Well, we'll let
Peep is good.
we'll let Fred speak for you, Lil Peep. But in my
Yeah,
eyes,
Peep is good.
you're
Touring is where the
trash.
money is,
Touring is definitely where the money is.
and
is.
and,
Like
and feature
Staples.
verses.
Staples is a different breed because he's trying to he's on
Is he independent?
that cusp. Yeah, he's on that cusp of trying to change the game. Like he's one of those guys that's trying to
definitely
change.
gonna get more money than a person.
But he's not independent. He's signed
Fine.
because he said that the label can have all the features and he just gonna make all his money. He don't want like studio money.
Okay.
He said that the label can have that. I make all the money for my real fans that come see me on tour.
I did hear him say that.
But
He's
I'm a
trying to
Vince
change
Staples-
the game.
I'm a Vince Staples
Yeah.
personality fan. I don't listen to his music, but
You don't
him
listen to
as a
his music?
personality, no. Him as a
He's
person,
good.
it's too EDM for me. But him as
He's
a
good.
personality, I
Chew your
subscribe
food, bro.
to.
Chew your food. Chew your food, bro.
He is good though. Like he really is good. Like both of them are good.
I'm hungry as hell, and I gotta sit here and watch John eating.
Okay, effing this food up. I ain't cuss. So make that very clear.
We know what effing means.
But I ain't cuss. You said bull stuff.
Crap,
Go crap.
bull stuff, bull crap.
All right, then. We know what it means.
And you could say effing stands for freaking.
Or forgiving.
I ain't doing that.
Or following.
What Rick Ross say? God forgives. I don't.
Whoa. Whoa.
These niggas won't hold me back. These niggas won't hold me back.
It's my shit. Right? That's y'all scene.
That was the best song off that album, dog. I ain't gonna.
But yeah, to your
Ross
point,
don't
man,
put out bad albums.
even large
No, he
artists,
don't.
John, like a Kendrick and a Big Sean, like they make buku amount of money from touring.
Yeah.
Like
Shout
they
out to
make
TDE.
more.
I
They're
love
mega
TDE.
stars, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they make more money
But
touring
any-
than they would
any-
on the album sale.
Even
No,
on
you can't say that. They all got platinum albums.
even on an independent side, like they all
Hey,
make
Tim.
make
Tim,
more
stop.
money off of independent.
I see
like,
the contracts. I see it.
all make money off.
So
of
do I.
the,
Tell me I was in that shit too.
Hey, yo, they make more money
So you
touring.
know,
yo.
John,
They make
you
more money
know.
touring.
Money
No, they.
touring.
than they do.
So I'm gonna
Because
get
you
this
don't get paid a lot for streams. You can go platinum off of
No, it's
streams.
not. No, this is not even about streams. So you telling me that they make more money before they go platinum than they go on tour?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't think that's what you were saying.
Guess Zach. Y'all talking
You don't
it out
make-
between yourself.
If you touring
Y'all talking about hold
platinum
on.
or not,
I'm not talking. I'm just you talking
touring
to Tim.
platinum or not, touring platinum or not, you'll make more money touring. Being platinum, yes, that drives your tour money up,
Yeah, it drives it.
but you don't get
You book your
paid,
tours- you
paid
book your tour-
more
you book your
just
tour-
from going
You
platinum.
book your tours before your album.
That's
That's
true,
how
John,
you-
But even
That's
then,
how we can get a Kendrick. That's how we can get Kendrick Lamar and Ace Hood at Central in 2009.
That's not.
But
fair.
wait,
And
time
Ace
out.
Hood was
But time
closing.
out.
That's what I'm
Time
saying.
out.
Had
You
the bigger
can-
song at
You
the
can
time.
That's what I'm saying.
Requested the bigger bag.
before your album.
renegotiate. You can renegotiate your tour stuff based
All
on
right.
your numbers too.
It
Like, you
sounds good,
can.
Joe Button. We see how that went.
I'm just saying you can renegotiate.
Why
Like
you
if I
putting
thought it
Button
was
in this?
if
'Cause he
if you
got-
thought
he
it
got a
was
bald head, he
gold,
keep
but then
wearing
it
that.
went platinum. What?
Go ahead, Fred.
Shut
Go
up.
ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
dog.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo,
If you
that 50
go-
cents.
If you thinking gold, but you go platinum, that's a renegotiation. Like I can renegotiate that situation and be like, yo, I made more money this. doing
Does
this. So
platinum
you gotta-
artists make more money touring than other artists that don't go platinum? Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
when you talk about one person, they make more money touring than they do selling records. And that was the argument. Not does going platinum drive your market up, because of course it does. But you're going to make more money touring than you do selling records. That's why people tour.
To me, John, that's the same thing. in
That's
my
the
mind.
main reason why people tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same thing you think about like comedians who blew up on social media and they start going on these comedic tours. They make way more money quicker on those tours.
I think
Word.
the only artist that doesn't
Do Bill Cosby
tour,
That's why he got famous.
the only
I
artist
agree.
the only artist that doesn't tour is Rick Ross, because he doesn't like to. Like he said it out his own mouth. He said, I don't like going to 30 cities to make my money. Like I don't like doing that. He said, I will go to certain cities and charge up a bag because I know my CD will make money on its own. But I'll go to these cities and charge up because I'm that. But he had to build that status at the same time. Like he had to build that status, build his entourage, like with the Meeks and the Wale's and everybody else that's under him. Like,
Dolly. Gunplay.
ain't even-
Omarion.
Are they still even
Omarion,
under
right,
him?
Tim?
Like, are they under him still?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
got one question.
I don't know.
Sorry, so,
I don't know.
I know Pill not. Pill not. But I
So talking about all this touring, if you had one concert to go to,
Beyonce's
favorite concert, what would it be?
On the Run.
Kendrick.
honestly, I don't go to any concert, so I don't.
I'm going to On the Run.
Answer a question, Freddie.
I would say Watch the Throne.
What?
So
Like,
Watch
what-
the Throne
If
on
you
the Run.
wanted
mean?
to go, like, if you had the choice to go to one, what would it be?
On the Run.
Watch the Throne, Chase.
I'm going
That's
to any
rough.
Kendrick tour.
All right.
I would have to say, if any,
Or Beyonce. I'm choosing Beyonce too. On the Run
on
counts.
On the Run. On the
That's what
Run.
I'm saying. That counts, Tim.
On the Run.
I don't think I want to
Yo,
see
what you
Jay-Z,
biting
though.
your finger for? Answer the question. dog.
What?
because it's a
I've
tough,
seen
it's
him
a tough
twice.
one.
It was
It's
great.
a tough
bro.
one
It
for
was
me.
I'm
great.
not saying
Chase.
he's not.
All right.
No, I
It's
mean,
a
It's a
tough
tough one
one.
for me.
Hold on.
I'd rather see
It would
Beyonce.
be,
It's a tough one, Fred. That's what you saying?
yeah, for me,
tough
it
one?
would be a tough one
All
because
right,
I
different
don't
question.
go to any tours because I don't like. I understand
I
the
got you.
money
How about
behind
this?
it.
You were
How
NA.
about this,
You were
Freddie?
NA. You
How
were
about
NA.
this, Freddie? Brother from another tour. You going to that?
Yeah, because I'm on it.
Because I'm on it.
All right.
Like, I'm on it.
I got a
Like,
question.
I don't.
So if you wouldn't go to a Janet
You got
Jackson
another question,
concert if
John?
she pulled you on stage and gave you a lap dance?
if she pulled me, that's a
Rihanna.
different situation.
You gotta be there
No,
to go.
no,
But-
not Rihanna. No.
But Ross could pull me on the same stage and just
And give
throw
you a lap
money.
dance? Or what are you talking
No,
about?
There's no lap
see,
dance.
See,
There's-
see, that's what I'm saying. Like I
There's no
changed
lap
that.
dance with
I
Rihanna.
changed that at all. I said if Ross pulled me on stage and say go ahead and rap because I heard your song, then that's a different. That's a
Alright.
different. That's a different
Well,
stage.
which
Like,
artist? Which
Hold on.
artist? If all
So we
artists
got-
said that, which artist you choosing?
Gilly.
all
You
artists?
said Gilly?
Tough.
Cassidy.
You said all
NH.
artists?
If all
P.
artists,
Jones.
or if you had your pick of the artists, they could say, "Yo, you come here, you can get
Lil
a
Flip.
spot." Yeah,
Thugger.
Money wise,
Mike
money
Jones.
wise,
not money wise. Just who? Which artist do
Trinidad
you
James.
appreciate enough?
Justin
Bieber.
That's tough.
Trick Daddy.
I never
Justin
liked
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Slip and slide.
Yo, y'all just
E40.
throwing out anything. God, the
Philadelphia's most wanted.
Low Rider.
Pitbull.
nah.
Damn.
Flow Rider.
We already said that.
You
Chill
already
out.
said that. You
Done.
behind.
Y'all do y'all-
You behind.
Oh, y'all mind your business. So since Fred can I ask you another question?
Titty boy.
I ain't.
Dang, he ain't answered the first one.
Yeah,
Can I-
like,
can Because he's not gonna answer. Can I ask him another question? Can I get him to focus?
that's a tough
Jaquan.
one.
Jaquan. Jaquan.
Anybody
That's
like
good. That's good, Chase.
Chingy.
anybody.
I'm about to say Chingy neck. You can't go back to back. You cheated.
Mims.
I went back to back because Tim said I had to catch up.
Mims.
That's a good one, actually.
Vado.
Hurricane Chris.
Joey Jihad.
Mm.
I probably
Them
do
bird.
one with. I probably do one with vodka.
Vodka.
Yo, that's my man.
I
he
probably
one of the
do
best
one with
rappers that ever
vodka.
come out of Philly.
Khalees.
For right.
Ooh, milkshake
Tech-
brings
Tech
all the
Nine.
friends to the yard.
Which one?
The one from Philly.
Which one was?
Oh, then Tech Nine from where are we from the Midwest? I don't know.
Wait. The one from Philly got a child trafficking. I mean,
you
not
gotta
a
relax.
child
Okay.
molesting.
Fred, can you listen since you can't
What?
give us a direct answer? All right, listen.
He
Listen.
do. The Tech
he
Nine
do.
from
MC
Philly
Hammer.
got a.
Vanilla Ice.
Deceased, number one. MC Hammer.
Nah.
Vanilla Ice.
Nice. I said that.
We said that.
Don't cheat me.
XB.
Exhibit.
There's a lot that would go into that, dog. Like I would have to sit down. Like
Oh,
first off, y'all got
Chingy.
give me a set lineup. Like y'all
Look,
best
Fred.
four.
I don't look.
Because y'all
Fred.
just been naming
No,
people.
we not.
Who y'all
Fred,
best
we
friends?
Fred,
joking.
we not
We
listening
being
to us.
funny.
Fred, we
We
offered
being
this.
question
Fred,
still stands.
Fred, we understand that you're not gonna have an answer for us now. You put it on, tweet it out, brother from another podcast. Put it on all that, BFA, all that. Put it on Twitter, and then follow us, brother dot from dot another podcast on Instagram. But when I want you to answer this one question for me.
Uh-huh.
What is your favorite childhood toy, and do you still have it?
It'd probably be wrestling toys, and no, I don't have it.
The
What was
I
the
like-
favorite though? This all wrestling toy?
Pebbles.
Like I had a Jeff Hardy that had a Jeff Hardy action figure that had the interchangeable sleeves. And I was really into wrestling when I was young, and I had a ring and everything. So Jeff Hardy was my favorite wrestling.
Diamond Dallas Page DDT people when he was kid.
No, I didn't. Dog. If anything, I try to. If anything,
You
my
tried
big
to-
behind try to swanton bomb everybody. Like
No, you
so
tried
everybody
to,
was
you tried
scared.
to, you tried to Goldberg trucker. You used to always try to do that as a kid.
Nah, you mixing basketball with wrestling.
Same move, different sport.
Yeah, seriously.
Chase,
Like,
what
I
about you,
t-
Chase?
Man, I got two answers. Cause I don't have.
I hope so.
favorites.
It's two questions.
I have two favorite toys.
Oh, there you go.
One.
Nigga Fred.
That nigga.
Yo, it
Stop
was a
doing
shot
that,
today,
yo.
yo.
Just
It
pour it
was
into a
shot, yo.
cup.
It is. I got you right here.
I have no cup, yo.
Hold up. You taking shots? Hold up.
Yeah, look at you. Look, you too late, dog. That's why you just gotta.
Fred, you took one already. Come on, man, slow down. Wait, what you doing? Relax. Yo, fix your eyebrows.
I don't know if I could do that. How you do that?
But anyway, I got two of them, man. Two toys. One was the voice recorder from Home Alone. When I got that for Christmas, boy, you couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me I wasn't setting up booby traps for my parents to walk into. More specifically, my mom.
Tough.
Because I didn't know my dad. And I set up a trap. I almost curse. I set up a trap for him too.
his father.
You don't know his father. But that voice recorder and Slinky. I had Slinky from Toy Story. That was my second dog.
Hey.
I think that it's a slinky.
Hey.
A slinky.
Any Slinky for real, but Slinky specifically, Slinky keeps my eye. So what? Slinky from Toy Story, and I bought quiet kid. Ass is a donkey's butt. I had to buy two Slinkies because the first one got tangled up, and the second one got tangled up too. But my mom said, "I'm not buying no more Slinky toys," and it made me mad.
Broke your heart.
And no, I don't got
That's
them no
tough.
more. I wish I had that Home Alone recorder, even though I have a phone that does the exact same thing.
Yo, they got an app for it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
My favorite
TJ,
Hot Wheels.
You had the track?
Yeah.
I had the track. I had the garage. I had the little joint that like lifted up to go through the track. I had the speed track, all that. And yes, I actually do still have all.
this is the most excited I've seen Tim in a long time.
Relax, boy.
Talking about Hot Wheels.
And yes, I
You ain't
do
had
have one.
Suge as a car.
Like, now, Suge held all y'all down. Okay,
I love Suge.
everybody on the call. Okay. Yes, I still have at least 1/3 of my collection from my childhood. So my goal is to give it to my kid whenever I have
Dang, that's crazy.
it.
Yo, that's
I-
crazy because I gave
Yeah,
the
I
majority
had
of my
more.
Hot Wheels.
I had
Wow.
more, and when I was in high school, my mom let me like redecorate my room or whatever.
What girl you give it to?
Nah, not even that. Worse. So I had these shells on the wall, and I had like the joints still in like the case. I had like die-cast Hot Wheel cars, like the bigger models they were making at the time. My brother decided when I was at school to play basketball in my room, broke all of the shells.
Your little brother.
My little brother Tyler, whose birthday was yesterday. Shout out to my brother. He's 19
Happy birthday
today,
to the
y'all.
kid.
He turned 19
Tyler,
yesterday, y'all.
19.
He 19 yesterday.
Oh, we going to the strip club. I got him, dog. We out.
Yeah, I believe that. My little brother is
Oh,
19, bro.
yo.
He 19, man. He big.
Wait, oh,
Fred, you been know
God.
when you cut your hairline off.
Yeah.
You should have known you was old then.
And y'all see my brother like when I first got to
Fred, you ain't gotta take that.
I mean,
dog.
y'all met Tyler at
John wear hats
Well,
like he bald.
yeah.
John got a 5 o'clock shadow on the top of his head. Like,
You see his brother from
That's a
another
good
picture?
one. That's a good one.
He don't have no hair in that picture.
Hey, yo, Fred, that was a good one. That was a good one, dog.
Yo, put your hand back down, dog. Put your hand back
Mind
down.
your business, old head.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
I can.
When the
Put
last
your
time you
hand
looked at
up.
your hairline?
If y'all want, I can go grab a little car case. I got.
We don't want to
nah.
see your Hot Wheels.
I want
hate
to
it.
see your Hot Wheels, G.
It's cool. It's cool.
I want to see it.
You used to go through the loop-de-loop and pull?
Because
Now your
I
shoes
had
are
a Hot
looking
Wheels.
cool?
I still got Hot Wheels
Oh yeah.
at my parents' house.
And I wish because I watched this show on Netflix where people like have like toys still in the case or whatever.
Vintage stuff, yeah.
I would have my toys
some
if
of
my
my
mom
cars-
ain't move while I was in college and throw all my toys away.
That's facts.
You know they have a app that allows you to take the picture of the new Hot Wheels cars that you could like race those cars throughout the application. And yeah, they got a lot of
Yeah,
going.
life be like.
Yeah. So I have that from my childhood, and I have comics. I have a bunch of comics. I don't read comics, but I have a bunch of them. I'm sure they're worth some money. But
Which comics though? Like
so
Open your eyes, Fred.
they're DC comics, like a lot of
comics you talking
Superman,
about?
Batman,
okay,
those type comics.
yeah.
John, open your eyes. You okay, bro?
On what time? What comics you talking about? I'm saying
DC, bro. I said DC.
Yeah,
Chill
you
out.
kind of.
My eyes open. You can see him though.
My
You
eyes
see the
open. He point to
pupil.
one
He
eye.
put the one eye. He put the one
I'm
eye.
saying all this and my eyes is closed. Look at my
My
eyes.
eye
Goodness.
open. My eye
Yo,
open.
one of
All
them.
right, John,
one of-
answer the question. What's your childhood toys?
Mine
You had
would
the
be-
money bank,
Mine will be sick.
easy
Four
bake,
because
easy bake oven.
that's cute. No,
He said, easy
mine would be
bake up.
4 because I know Chase
Earthworm
gonna try to drag-
Jim.
Mine would be the I had the Razor scooter, and I traded out somebody on the block, so
Oh,
I
that
had one
hurt-
red
that hurt.
wheel,
That hurt
one
my
blue wheel.
shins.
and I was doing the damn thing on that drone. I had a spinner, and I
Sit and spin.
no the spinner drones. You tie it up, and you got to spin it like
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
Spinning tops.
Spinning top. Yeah.
No,
Spin
mine
top.
was a spinner though. I updated mine because my cousin kept beating my ass.
Oh,
and
you
taking
didn't
my
update
shit.
it. Don't try to say you update. You from Worcester, so
No, I was in North Philly when I was doing this drone. My cousin made sure we was right
Even
on Hollywood
worse.
Ave. So I had a spinner, and then my third one would be I had some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so it was a lot of money.
Ooh.
Not Pokemon?
Not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yo, so
No,
you
Yu-Gi-Oh.
passed Pokemon, dog?
I had a
I had a
collection,
bunch of Pokemon
and then
cards.
two
Yo,
things
wait,
happened.
nobody cared about Yu-Gi-Oh. That's how I
And
know you
that's-
went to a
and-
Spanish school.
and that's why my shit was booming. I had it. My house
John,
caught on
John
fire.
went
That's
to the
another quarter.
next
That's
tier.
another quarter.
Like,
That's
He
he
another
went to the
quarter.
next tier.
He did.
He was like, I couldn't get the Pokemon, so I'm gonna just go.
Yo, nobody ever came around and slapped the Pokemon cards out your hand and everybody stole them?
Yo, got me fucked up.
Hey, yo, that's 50 Cent.
He did it on purpose, dog. Yo, he did
Yo,
that shit. Yo,
yo,
you
You
gotta
ain't,
John
you ain't had to
took
bait
that-
him, Chase. You ain't had to bait him like that.
John
Yo,
took
don't-
that
first of all,
personal, yo.
If you're not gonna say that John baits me in the cursing, then don't say I bait him in the cursing either.
I mean,
All right, I take it. I take it. So how about this? We appreciate y'all come having a. That was it. And then the other ones, I don't have none of them. My house burned down twice on Worcester. Yu-Gi-Oh, the
How you
Razor.
say that so nonchalantly? Yeah, my house burned down twice.
My
Well,
house
you know West.
burned
Well,
down twice.
if you're from Philly, you know that West is built on a like that whole part of Germantown, which is not Germantown.
That ain't
anymore.
Germantown, dog.
That's what I'm saying. It's not Germantown
but
anymore.
they classify
No,
it as.
yeah,
I know,
That's
I know.
all. That's all built on a river and dam. So like, whenever it rains and floods, like the last hurricane that hit Pennsylvania, like I lost everything. Like that shit just took it all away. It just took it all away.
I lied. I used to lie and tell my counselor in school, yeah, I lost my dad to a flood.
Tough. And on that note, I'm
holler
you in a couple weeks.
It is.
We
Hey,
take a
make sure
shot
you
for
listen
the
out. We
road.
gotta,
Yo,
we
she
gotta,
believed you.
Tell them about the live. Tell them about the
I was like,
live,
yeah,
yo.
I got it.
Forget
Yeah,
my dad. Forget my
BFA,
dad.
We got a live podcast coming up, man. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the 13th of September. Make sure you tune in. It's gonna be
Next
brunch,
Sunday.
followed by a podcast. It's gonna be amazing. Shout out to DJ KD in the building one time. He's gonna be on 1s and 2s for brunch, and then we're gonna get into some topics. So hopefully you're gonna see the raw, the real, all that from our brothers. It's gonna be amazing. Make sure you got your drinks ready because when John says shots up,
We don't need no
Like
more
Fred?
raw and real from Fred tonight because he can't even hold the
Look at
bottle
his
straight.
hat.
That nigga
He
said,
really
"Yo,
Ray J.
Shot
His
that
hat been
straight,
different
dog.
all podcast.
he
it
Ray
will
J
be-
tonight, dog."
it
said
will
that,
be
John.
interactive, so make sure you got questions for us. We will take questions from the chat. Daph,
And we're answering all questions that are directed to us, not in the group. If you ask a question directly to us, we will answer.
will
it.
answer on the spot. It's gonna be good. So John gonna try
You
to
will
do his
answer
best,
No,
to
we
moderate.
all will.
It's gonna be
I
great,
will
man.
not.
So this is part of Live from the Couch, a week of events, and so I wanted my brothers. I'm gonna kick it off. So it's gonna be brunch, and then my brothers just talking. It's gonna be great, man. So let's get it.
Yo, you can call me after this shot, yo. This is the last shot for the road.
I got
Yeah,
you.
man, say your line. You know what I'm saying? And we
No,
gotta do
call
it the
me-
Philly
no,
way.
are you gonna call me after this shot though?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
All right, salute, and you stay cool.
Hey, yo,
stay
wait,
cool,
let me
kid.
pour my shot. Yo, let me pour my
There
shot.
you go. Yo, Fred, you have visuals on you, dog. You are out of
I
pocket.
told you after this shot. I told you. I told
Here
you
go,
after this
Drake.
shot.
Yo,
But
All
you
of
salute.
short though.
I
You
do
stay
need
quiet,
more
you stay cool,
today. Water.
Shout out to Water.
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 I'm gonna call you right back.
Hit me up.
I'm gonna call you right back.
All right, call me back. Salute.